YouTube so they can start enjoying as well. And Corey, do you want to spin up the board?
Sure, what is it? What is
it's a secret card. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I'm waiting for, okay, we're live on YouTube. The card is best place to be deserted, worst place to be deserted.
All right, best place to be deserted, worst place to be deserted. Let's see what we got. Bam! Best place to be deserted, worst place to be deserted, a little abandoned. That right there is the blue 4. So, very simple. Give me some clues. I want to take 3 clues from either YouTube and or TikTok to give to Mark to see if he can guess where that blue 4 is. If you're here early, you probably already know what's going on, but I'm going to say it regardless. I'm gonna leave it simmer open a little bit longer just to give people a good look, and then we're gonna close it up. I see some great ones coming in.
I would say a cake factory. That's the best place to be deserted.
Mark, you can look. I don't want to say that you can after that joke, but sure, why not? You know what? Since we're early on in the night, I'll do an inside joke. Country Mozart says IHOP.
In my opinion, best place to be deserted. In my opinion, that is the absolute best. I love IHOP. And if I'm deserted there, it's probably by a main road, and we learned they do have cell phones in the IHOP.
Next, I'm gonna go with Lil. First date.
Best place to be deserted? Yeah. Your first date?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it your first date is deserting you, or you happen to be at the place where you had your first date with someone?
I would assume, based off of the verbiage of this card, I think it would work out to be your first date deserting you.
Hello, an Irish person in the UK.
Hello, welcome in.
What's up? Welcome in.
Welcome, welcome. We are playing some Wavelength. All right, so IHOP and first date.
Get deserted at your first date.
You know, that sucks. It does suck, but hey, it's a first date, you know, nothing really lost that much besides a little bit of ego and pride. And you know the best part about being deserted on your first date?
What's that?
If you cry hard enough, you get a free dessert.
Is that true?
In many restaurants, yeah. You have to cry like loudly and disruptively.
Start disrupting the other patrons' day.
Yeah, they'll offer you a free dessert to make you feel better.
And let's go off rip. Our very last one. Penguin emoji says Ohio.
How am I supposed to interpret that? What do you mean? Just if this is on the worst side, I'm gonna karate chop you. Okay, like, that doesn't make any sense. None of these clues make any sense. I'm gonna say it's a bit to the best place to be deserted because it's fucking Ohio. It's a populated area. You didn't say Nevada. Like we're not in the desert here.
What do you mean?
Best place to be deserted, Ohio. Civilization lives there. But it's Ohio, Mark. I don't understand the Ohio memes.
Yeah, you want to be in Ohio?
Ohio. Humanity in Ohio? Okay.
I'm locked in right here.
Right.
I don't care anymore.
Right.
But there's Ohioans.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna sit all the way over here, slightly off screen. Don't mind me. So reveal it and lean back more.
What the hell?
When I lean back further.
I'll wait till after stream to karate chop you in the throat.
No, that's good. We have a very expensive microphone currently blocking my throat.
Yo, at least the star sent to heart me. Thank you so much, at least the star. And holy moly, 9 squirrels adding once again to the squirrel army.
Big squirrel time.
What'd you say?
Forgot the gift goal.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I wanted to set up a gift goal again as well, since it was very successful last time we did it. It is?
Yeah. 9 out of 10,000 right down there.
Oh.
It's already going.
Set up already. What the hell? I didn't turn that on. Huh. Yo, 9 added to the squirrel army. Thank you.
Yeah.
What would have been Mark's maxed out worst place? I don't know if the maze from
Florida.
Maze Runner comes to mind. A random place in the United States is not going to be that bad. Mars could suck. The sun. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what my max out worst would be, but a little bit to the worst side, you have to say something with negative attributes. The first date was the closest, but I was being too biased of, you know, you're deserted in a restaurant, most likely.
you don't,
oh well.
You don't really want to be deserted on your first day. That's probably not the best.
Love your lives, make great content. Thank you, girl who loves turtles. Appreciate that.
And I love turtles. They're sick as hell.
They are pretty darn cool. All right, first card of the night, off to a bad start, but we'll do better with the next one. We are down to 6 cards remaining. Going to close up this board. Squirrel fursuit. Yes, okay. We are working towards being able to afford a squirrel fursuit. That is the goal.
That's on you, man. That's all a you thing. I'm gonna stand from the sidelines. I'll cheer you on.
I got it in your size, though.
Nope. Not happening.
Alrighty, our next card is going to be yet another custom one. Holy moly. Better alone, better with someone. Custom card from Dr. Facilier. Submitted on Discord. Link in bio if you want to submit your own card to see on stream. Things can only get better, indeed. Pretty sure they're one size fits most. Love from Finland. Oh, wow. Very cool. Lots of
One size fits most. I think we're the two opposite ends of that spectrum. You're the twig, I'm the log. All right.
Golly. All right, better alone, better with someone. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint to get him to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Interesting. Hello, ladies, gents, and Mark. Hello, Tom. Good to see you. All right, I'm closing up the board. Corey, you may look.
I have vision. I can see.
Okay. All right, I saw a few people see it. I saw Anita and William saying reading, which I think is interesting.
Reading. Reading's better alone. I don't want nobody looking over my shoulder. You have popcorn reading in school? That sucks. That's a nightmare.
Here's the perfect answer from Dr. Cillier. Winning the lottery.
Okay, that's like maxed out better alone. I don't want anyone else to fucking win the lottery.
Corey, we won the lottery.
If I scratch off ticket tomorrow, I hit big, you will never hear from me again. You'll think I died, quite frankly. I will spend some of that money convincing you I perished. And I'll be sitting on a beach in like the Bahamas or something, just living off my generational wealth now.
And final one from Britt Agnostio, going to the bathroom.
All right, this is maxed out better alone. I don't want anyone in there with me. How else am I going to be able to browse TikToks in peace? All right, if I'm not alone.
I can send you memes. Okay, have you seen this?
Thank you. I'm good. I will be content to browse my For You page in peace. Thank you.
Locked in right there. All right, better alone, better with someone. How do we do? Woo! Let's go. That is a 4.
Bang!
There we go. That's a better start. We had a miss, but now we are at a 4. Very nice. Very nice.
If you pretend that this one was a 3, it's like that first round never happened.
Yes. Oh, speaking of 3, we scored a 4, but Corey's about to add 3 points to the board, not 4. Why is he doing that?
I'm stupid.
Well, he's stupid. In this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 5 cards remaining, but because there's 4 worth 3 points, we are instead at 6 cards remaining. Very nice.
Woo.
Holy moly. Also, I did see before Girl Who Loves Turtles say it is their birthday today. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for spending part of your special day watching us. Let's see. All right.
What's up, Laura?
Do we have prices wrong tonight?
Yeah.
Yo, if we get to 100,000 likes on TikTok tonight, we will be doing a round of The Price is Wrong. Woo! It's our own custom mini game where we try to determine the price of strange, weird Facebook Marketplace items such as... Ignore that. No one saw that.
What the hell?
Nope.
You're breaking my shit, man.
Such as selfie oster.
That's a selfie toaster. See, the advert got cut off there in the listing.
Does that affect the price?
Yes.
Selfie oster.
The selfie oster.
Woo! But yes, it is a very fun mini game. We do it if we reach 100,000 likes on TikTok. But
Mystique says, I left my book to be here. That means I really like you guys.
yo, thank you so much, Mystique. Great to see you.
Welcome in, welcome in.
How many people are watching you from the bathroom right now? That's a scary thought. That is a very scary thought. It could be hundreds of people.
All right, we talked about this one time. Let's keep this brief. When we had the one-ply toilet paper conversation, that did scar me. I am eternally afraid now because of the one-ply toilet paper conversation.
So can't get over. Was it Mary who bought one-ply toilet paper as a punishment for her daughter?
That killed me. That
That's
killed
messed
me.
up. Yo, Goopster sent to heart me. Laura Lapina sent to heart me, and Laura Lapina sent 30 squirrels. Holy moly! Helping us fund the squirrel army. We set up a gift goal for once. So yeah, helping fund the squirrel army. Thank you so much.
Let's see what we got. Casual to formal. Bam! Casual to formal. That's where the blue 4 is. Give me some clues I can give to Mark. Give me some clues that I can give to Mark. I want 3. United Vibe says, hi, we're here to this channel. What's it about? We're just playing board games. This might shock you. The board gamers play board games. Playing Wavelength right now. You can join in. All right, I'm seeing a lot of great clues. I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. Woo. You can look. Casual to formal. I'm going to say, just see, I like that one. I'm going to go with khakis.
Khakis. Okay. This is debated topic. This is a highly debated topic. I think khakis are a little bit formal. I think they are more formal than jeans, personally. You shouldn't show up to the Pope's funeral in khakis.
What?
But it is acceptable to show up to regular funeral in khakis sometimes.
All right, all right. And then I'm going to say, let's go with Lydia's a beach wedding.
A beach wedding?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So that's definitely formal, but it's going to be probably one of the lesser formal weddings out there. I think I'm pretty happy with my placement here for a beach wedding. Maybe I'll tick it up a little bit because they're going for the chill, relaxing vibes. No, I don't know. Not always. I'll keep it here.
Let's do the final one. The final one. Heather, I like that. Family reunion.
Family reunion. If I was me to tick it up a little bit. My family don't be dressing up for stuff like that. I mean, you should be presentable. You should look nice, but most of it's going to be like a picnic kind of thing.
Vibes.
Could be in the middle. I don't know. I'm going to say it's slightly towards formal because wedding, I don't know, khakis, maybe it is in the middle, but I think it's slightly formal. I'm going to lock in right here.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Casual to formal.
Yo! Okay, it was in the middle.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Y'all got me there eventually.
it.
That is a 3. Very nice. Very nice. Bringing our score to 6. Holy, with 5 cards remaining. Not a bad start.
Yeah, man, like a beach wedding. It's a wedding, so it's formal, but it's like the least formal wedding that you could possibly do. Everyone's wearing swimsuits.
That is fair. Yo, Candace sent to heart me. Kayla sent to heart me. Thank you so much. And Mariah is currently adding to the squirrel army. The number is ticking up right now. Holy moly, we are already at 123 squirrels.
Oh,
Thank
look
you
at
all
the
so
squirrels
much.
go.
Mariah sent 84 squirrels. And Erin Nicole sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Mark is a known beach attender. Yeah, how would you feel about a beach wedding?
That's my nightmare. If you have a beach wedding as your wedding one day, I don't care what you're doing. I'm not coming.
You're not going to my wedding if it's at the beach.
Nope. Staying far away. I'll be up on the boardwalk, like waving you on from a distance.
Like binoculars.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But how are you going to be flower Corey? You have to have like a real strong throwing arm.
I'll use a t-shirt cannon and shoot some flower petals down the aisle for you.
Can't afford squirrels, so I'm liking away. It's all I can do. Hayden is tired. We always appreciate all of our viewers, whether they donate or not. Thank you so much. It is what makes us able to do these streams, having viewers like you. But speaking of, Mariah sent 16 more squirrels. Holy, thank you so much. I saw somebody ask our favorite type of squirrel as well. I don't know if I could name more than one type of squirrel.
Well, there's DC black squirrels. They're unique.
The DC black squirrels?
Yeah, black squirrels DC.
Are they more unique than the black squirrels we have outside of DC?
Are there black squirrels outside of DC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think Canada, well, I shouldn't say this. I don't know enough about Canada, but there is a country I think that only has black squirrels.
Huh.
Maybe it's Canada.
Something every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a DC thing.
I know Boardgamers is a fan of black squirrels. I think I like brown squirrels.
I'm gonna get a little unique. I like flying squirrels. 'Cause they can fly.
Yo, okay, that's
Little
actually
fucking
a good
aviators,
answer.
dude.
Holy. Laura Lapina sent 100 squirrels.
Wow.
Holy, thank you so much. Here's a question. Once the squirrel army is completely funded, when their militia has been formed, what small nation state should they invade?
Tuvalu.
Oh, come on. They've had it rough for too long.
No. We're taking the .tv extension by force.
Come on, it's flooding as we speak.
Make it an easy target.
All right, our next card is going to be Untalented to Talented. Red Squirrel Girly. Albino squirrels are where it's at. I did not know that was a thing. Huh.
Albino any animal is just kind of sick. It's like a shiny.
No, Mark will wear the fursuit to their own wedding.
You're gonna go down the aisle. Instead of wearing a nice like trim suit, it's gonna be a squirrel suit.
I think I'd be shot. Untalented to Talented. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. A shiny squirrel. Untalented to Talented. This 4 right here is the target. We need to give Corey a hint. Give him put the red dial right onto that blue 4. This is a thinker. This is a thinker. I am closing up the board. Corey, you may look.
Bang.
Yo, Becca sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Becca. Okay, you know what? This is an interesting one from Molly. X Factor singers.
X Factor singers.
And that's all of them, okay? All of them. Start to finish X Factor singers.
Well, is it just like, is this a middling answer? Because X Factor singers, obviously, the majority of X Factor singers, absolute dog water, all right? There's a reason why there's elimination after elimination until we get to just the good one, all right? There's dog water. But the ones that are at the end that win the show are the most talented singers, like, period. Like, they're phenomenal, right? So you have the absolute worst and the absolute best. So is this middling? That is my current hypothesis, if you will.
Let's see. Lil says 3rd place at the school talent show. I think that's a good one.
Okay, so now this is swaying me more to the talented side, but not very far. This is you're placing at the talent show, which means you are talented. All right, but you're not like a gold medalist, all right? You're nothing special, kid. You got the bronze, all right? It's essentially a participation trophy at the pedestal, all right?
Let's see. I see one that I like. I'm gonna modify it a little bit. Lisa Marie Brown says pub singers. I'm gonna modify that a little bit to be more American. I'm gonna say karaoke singing. Because like pub singing, I don't know if that's just a random person singing or if that's an actual band that the pub has brought in. I would specify this as karaoke style singing.
I feel like it's that second one you said, but if we're talking karaoke people instead, I mean that takes me to the untalented side. Karaoke singers are not normally talented. That's like the bit, is that people who sing karaoke are normally not good at it. They're drunk and they're just singing along to a tune. So.
Yes. Also, thank you, Country Mozart, for keeping track of the clues. It was X Factor singers, 3rd place at the school talent show, and karaoke singing or pub singing, as the commenter phrased it.
I'm going to say, pub singers in the UK are people that the pub hires to sing. Pub singers are paid, is what Chad is saying. But you said karaoke, so I'll keep that in mind. That being said, I think it's very barely talented. Very barely on the talented side.
Okay. Sorry, I was checking something real quick. I was seeing if the username showed up differently on our chat aggregator than it did YouTube. was the Lisa Marie Brown. Oh no, that was on TikTok. Never mind. Okay, I'm not worried about it. Are you locked in right here?
They're locked in.
Locked in right here. Untalented, talented. How'd Corey do? Yo!
Whoa!
You are on a roll. Wow.
As Carclade says, Corey is indeed back in the house tonight.
Corey, more like Forey, after all these fours he's been scoring.
That's actually really insensitive that you would say that to me.
I'm sorry.
You know how I
take that
feel
back.
about people making funny nicknames about myself. You're gonna do that to me live?
Well, that is a 4. Corey's about to add 3 points to the score, though. Why is he doing that? Well, in this game mode, a 4. What'd you say?
Billy's telling me to quiet down.
Oh. In this game mode, a 4 is worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because there's 4 worth 3 points, we're instead at 5 cards remaining. Very nice.
Bang, bang, bang.
It's... wait, we joined the chat again. Dang, what do we do to keep YouTube awesome? Look, so far, the chat aggregator is working nice. Board Ghost is on top of it, highlighting messages on the aggregator so we can see them better.
You shouldn't have told him the aggregator's back. That was your first mistake.
They would have found out. They can see it in my
We
heart.
could have gaslighted him. We could have gaslighted him. We could have got away with it.
Yo, A sent Club Cheers. Thank you so much. And Chell sent a rose. Thank you, thank you. Our next card is going to be Last to Die in a Horror Movie, First to Die in a Horror Movie.
Shoo. Last to die, first to die. Bang! That is where our blue 4 is. Last to die in a horror movie, first to die in a horror movie. That is where the blue 4 is. Give me some clues. Give me some clues. I am going to close up the board. Bang, Mark, you can look. I've seen 2 people say this one, so I'm gonna go with it. The best friend.
Best friend. They're probably gonna die towards the end, right? That's the death that like sets the stakes of the horror movie. So, well, I don't know. It shows how serious they are. I don't think it's gonna be in the beginning, in my opinion. I think it's gonna be towards the end, but not maxed out last to die. Yo, Chels sent a heart me and a rose. Thank you so much, Chels.
Let's go with, as the next one, the main character's parents.
Oh, okay, interesting. Is this a middling answer? I still think it's gonna be towards the last to die. That's fucked up, though. That's fucked up. That would be an inciting incident-esque thing. That actually moves me a little bit towards the first to die, but I do think this is a middling answer.
And let's go with the very last one, I'm gonna say, for this round. Ooh. Oh, man.
This is a very difficult card, to be fair.
I'm gonna go with Country Mozart's The Gym Bro.
The Gym Bro.
The Gym Bro.
That's definitely on the first to die side, 100%. That's like an opening sequence kind of death. So I'm gonna say that one's really pushing me towards first to die, because I think the classic first to dies are just anyone who's a little bit of an asshole. So,
Well,
Gym Bro, Aryan Gym Bro, you know, cheerleader is one that I saw, I think is typically a first to die. The self-centered cheerleader, blah blah, because it has to be bad people or else people get disgusted and turn off the TV. Bad people, but main character's parents is definitely getting me. I think it's middling, but a little bit towards first to die. And I'm gonna lock in right here.
you lock in right there? All right, main character's parents, excuse me, best friend of the main character's parents, Gym Bro.
Yo, let's
Hey!
go! God damn!
Yeah, that was kind of you said it with the parents, but my idea between the best friend and the parents is that's normally the inciting action, right?
Yeah.
That's when it ups the stakes. It's one of the first ones. Not every time the best friend dies, but normally if the best friend dies, it's either going to be the second to last person or one of the first. That was kind of my idea behind that.
Those were good hints. That is a solid 3. Holy, we are down to 4 cards remaining. How many prices wrongs can we get? Just one for every 100K, or is the goal exponentially higher? Is there a max? That, you know, is typically dependent on how many prices wrongs we have prepared. How many do we have prepared? 1. Okay, so you only get it at 100,000 likes, but I mean, there could be some exponential, like if we get to 1 million, we could browse some items live. You know, like, I think we could set it up.
We can talk about it.
Let's see. All right, here is yet another custom card. Being a good few custom cards coming up in the system today. Made for everyone, made for a demographic.
Ooh.
Yo, Twig sent a heart me, A sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Alrighty, 4 cards remaining. Custom card from Buff Garfield, submitted in our Discord. Feel free to join the Discord, link in bio, if you'd like to submit your own cards. What's a demographic? It is a particular group of people.
Like, for example, our main demographic is people ages 25 to 34.
Yo, Anita sent hand heart. Holy moly, thank you so much, Anita. All right, made for everyone, made for a demographic, aka a specific group of people, usually all having something in common. I guess by definition, having something in common. Made for everyone, made for a demographic. This 4 right here is the answer. Mitch says I'm 25, so checks out.
Bang, see?
Okay, all right. This is a very interesting one. Closing up the board, Corey, you may look. Countryman Start says, book Corey's. Ah, crap, I mean bookmarks. Yeah, it's easy to mix up,
Is that the clue? The
That's
bookmarks?
the clue, that's bookmarks.
Bookmarks, all right. Well, bookmarks are made for people who
Reddit, got it.
It was a thinking man's joke.
You broke him. You broke that guy over there.
Also, Carlay says family movies, I think is a good one.
Well, Lolic Man says, I'm too old for your demographic. No. I assure you, our next biggest demographic is above the 34 range. There's no worries. Let's see. I think bookmarks are made for people who like reading books, and then they even get more specific. They'll theme their bookmarks around niches of that. So I think it's made for a demographic, but everybody reads. Everybody could use bookmarks. Or book quarries.
Or book quarries. So it was bookmarks, family movies.
Yep.
And let's see, the last one I'll give you. Yeah, I saw it. This is an interesting one from Kayla. Gloves.
Okay. This is definitely on the made for everyone side then. Because family movies are made so that the whole family can enjoy it, everyone in the family. Gloves were made to fit everyone except that one guy, notably. That one guy is the only time I can ever think in history that gloves did not fit properly.
Can we have a minute since OJ mentioned, like, tally going?
Gotta erase it every stream. Stream since the last OJ mention.
Bandwidth for that.
Reset the counter, everyone.
Reset it, back to 0. Man, this is...
So he had a pretty cool watch on Marketplace.
This is made for everyone. Hey, we're Cowboys, man!
Yo! Anita sent a hat and mustache. Thank you so much. And holy moly, Kat sent a heart me, a rose, and an it's corn. And Lala McMahon sent a rose.
All right,
Thank you so much.
I can't max it out made for everyone because of bookmarks. Bookmarks are made for readers. That is a demographic, people who read things. I do not because I'm illiterate. But there are people that can and do. Family movies is made for the whole family to enjoy, but it is targeted toward family specifically. And gloves, made for everyone except for people who's named after juice. So I'm locked in there! Yeah!
Locked in. Let's see how he did. Made for everyone. Made for a demographic. Yo! He can't miss!
I can't freaking miss, dude!
Jesus Christ, that's Corey's third 4 in a row!
Yeah!
Holy! I saw Kinley Binley saying this is pre-recorded. Yes.
That's why I'm getting all the 4s.
Yeah, that's how he's getting all the 4s. This is pre-recorded. We just predicted the things you were gonna say and are now responding to them. Yeah. A says 4-y.
Yeah!
Corey, more like 4-y. Well, in this game mode, you might be wondering why Corey only added 3 points to the board. Well, in this game, a 4 is only worth 3 points, but instead, the benefit is take another card and we add it to the stack. We would have been at 3 cards remaining, but because that 4, worth 3 points, we're at 4 cards remaining. Woo!
Skull says, I join and I instantly see something about O.J. Simpson. Skulls, I can assure you the odds of that happening are quite high.
Yeah, it's a reoccurring thing.
It's a recurring bit.
For some reason.
Recurring bits on the channel, O.J. Simpson, JFK, That Fateful Night.
God,
What does that say about us?
We're on a kind of dark channel here.
You know, we talk about how nice and wholesome and how like a great place is to relax, and then every time we see someone's head blow, we go 3 JFKs. You know, I think at a certain point we gotta admit.
Guys, the new bit is gonna be sheep, petting zoos, puppies perhaps. It's a new bit. Everyone's gonna be in.
Oh, and of course the ham. We gotta lean into the ham. Of course,
Mary. Okay, at least that one's not violent.
All
Alright, I'm closing my eyes.
right. Inessential to essential. Let's see what we got. Inessential to essential. Bam! That is where the blue 4 is, inessential to essential. While people are looking at this, I have a funny story to tell. A buddy of mine, we were playing games over the weekend, and he started reminiscing about COVID time and all the time we got to play games during that. And he goes, if only there was like another COVID-like thing going on right now so that we could play more. And we all paused for a second, and we looked at him. It said, you're an ER nurse. If anyone was going to be busy during COVID, it would be you. You can look now.
Thanks, Scott.
So, you know. Let's see what we got. Our first one
Yo, Cat
is...
sent 2 goats. Thank you so much, Cat.
I'm going to go with shampoo.
Shampoo.
Shampoo!
Inessential to essential. Board Ghost would have me believe that it is maxed out inessential.
Don't need that crap!
That being said,
Someone kill that ghost a second time.
that being said, I do think it might be a little bit essential for cleaning your scalp. Well, okay, you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die if you don't have shampoo.
Your hair will look luscious!
You know, a few days without it. Plenty of people don't. There's other ways to clean your skull. I say a
You
little
go
bit,
years without it!
I say a little bit inessential.
And let's go... Sorry, I can't say it. I just saw Country and Mozart and that one killed me. Let's go with the next one. I like internet.
Internet, that pushed me a little bit towards the essential side. Once again, you're not dying without it, but it is essential for conducting business. It's essential for watching the Board Gamers live.
Whoa!
So it's a little bit essential.
And the last one I'm gonna give you is a calculator.
A calculator.
Total calculator.
Oh, thank you. Okay. It's a middling answer for sure. We would not probably be where we are today without calculators. I think they're very important, but you know, back in the day they made do. They whipped out the old abacus. But graphing calculators, can't do that on an abacus. You need at least like 100 abacuses to recreate it. I'm gonna say it's a little bit essential. I'm gonna lock in right there.
Lock in right there. All right, shampoo, the internet, and stroke calculator. We got...
Oh, okay.
Still two.
Still on the target. That is a 2. Very
Honorable
nice.
mention, Country Mozart says the 2 for $20 at Applebee's. Alternate answer, the 3 for me from Chili's.
Okay.
This is a Chili's household.
Calc is short for calculator, chat. Just in case you didn't know, they're using slang.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, people get confused sometimes.
We gotta make sure we say.
Without the
It's one of my
calc.
favorite fucking videos, dude. I love that guy.
3 cards remaining. 3 cards remaining. We're at 17. Wow, that is a great first score. Speech. In this game mode, a 2 is worth 2 points.
Yeah! What's up, Crystal VR? Welcome in.
All right.
Game's like, whoa.
Here's another custom card from Stay at Home Megan. Not Soup. Soup. This one's a thinker. This one is a thinker.
When you think about it, the ocean is a soup.
Yes, this is much like the not a sandwich debate, but soup.
This is good. I like this one. This is a good card.
Have Board Ghost shampoo your hair.
Look, I can't lie. Board Ghost's hair is actually kind of fire.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think he has a point, but it is working for him.
I could call wrong for sure. Right.
This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. The blue 4. The card is not soup, soup from Stay at Home Megan. Much like the not a sandwich debate, but it is soup this time. Everybody loves soup. All right, I am closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Let's see. Anne, Brooke, Megan, Mama 2 Chaos, Dr. Cillier, Kayla, all said chicken noodle.
There's a soup! It's a soup! It's a good soup. Strong soup, even.
Yes.
Any other ones? You got for me?
And tomato
Yes, soup!
and gumbo, I think.
Gumbo. And getting a little fancy with that one. All right, I'm locked in. Those are soups.
Locked
No debate
in. Let's see it. Is this Corey's 4th 4 in a row? It is!
Yeah!
Holy moly.
Soup!
Wow. Yeah, the 4 is barely visible, but it is visible there. It is poking out. I'm like, yeah, I'll rule that. That's a legal 4. Jeez. You're absolutely killing. You're kind of making me feel a little inadequate here.
Yeah, Buster. All right. When I suck ass at code names in a little bit, all right, Jack can just remember how good I did at Wavelength and give me the pass for tonight, all right? I'll be coasting at the end of the stream. Right now, I'm living large.
Corey fucking snorting the Limitless pill right before he hit go live, just to show me up in Wavelength.
That's why I was late, man. I was snorting the Limitless pill.
Taking the Limitless pill thing is getting caught in traffic.
Doing drugs and locking in.
You sound so miserable. Yo, Cat sent a goat and 2 squirrels, funding the squirrel army. Thank you so much, Cat.
Hey, doing drugs and locking in is how I pass most of my college classes, but that's because I have ADHD.
A speech would be helpful. Okay, I'm getting to it. Thank you for the heart, me, Jenna. In this game mode, a 4 is worth 3 points. That 20 is correct. It is not supposed to be 21. Why is that the case? Well, when we score 4, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but because there's 4, worth 3 points. We are at 3 cards remaining. Very nice.
You got 80 of them, Corey? I just watch it Ultra HD. I got 80 of them HDs.
Yo, Jenna sent 9 squirrels, fueling the squirrel army. Thank you so much, Jenna. One day, when we have enough squirrels, they will take on Tuvalu, I guess.
Which, you know, fun fact, if you see a website that has .tv, it does not stand for .television, it stands for .tuvalu. And that's how they get most of their global domestic product, is for renting out that .extension.
Actually, .tv.
Really interesting, quick tangent. Do you know that Tuvalu is taking steps to become the first digital nation?
Yo!
If you go to the country of Tuvalu's website, it will bring you to a site saying the future is Tuvalu. Tuvalu, the first digital nation. And the objective of being a, quote, digital nation is, hey, when this island floods, we still want to have a seat at basically UN type places. Not that Tuvalu has a seat in the UN to my knowledge, but they want governmental privileges, like collect taxes and stuff like that. It's an interesting concept.
I spin.
Start spinning. Start. So, you know, Typically, when we do reads for like YouTube or Twitch or something, TikTok doesn't like that, and they hurt our stream because we're driving traffic away from our platform. BOARDGAMES, I appreciate you sending a link to the example of what I'm talking about, but I don't really want to divert our viewers to Tuvalu's official website.
Tuvalu.tv.
I'll just let their king know then.
Alright, I'm opening the board, dude. Worst thing to find in your closet, best thing to find in your closet. That's where the blue 4 is. Right there. Right there. Let's see what you got. Yeah, that is not, that wasn't a bit. I wasn't gaslighting you. That is actually true. That is where the .tv comes from.
Yes.
Alright, let's
Tuvalu.
see what we got. Ooh, some interesting ones. Hey, I like that one. You can look. Before I get to that one, I might say that one for last. First one I'm gonna go with is mouse.
Yikes! Eek! Eek! That is a notably bad thing to find in your closet. It's not the worst. It's not a rat. I think a rat's worse than a mouse, but
It's true.
It's still pretty bad.
It's like an evolved mouse, like Pokemon.
My cheese shirts. They made them Swiss.
I hate. All right, let's go with Amber Williams has a porcelain doll.
Porcelain doll. If I put it there, I'm like, oh, great, my porcelain doll I left there.
Yippee.
If I didn't put it there, I'm freaking the fuck out.
I'm dead now. I'm deceased. It's been nice knowing you. I'm gonna get the ringed from The Ring, but with a doll.
Yeah, I think that's on the worstest. But it's gonna take me up a little bit. I think maybe a mouse ain't that bad. He's just a squeaky little guy. Porcelain doll ain't the worst. It's not possessed and coming at me, to my knowledge.
Let's go with our very last one. I'm gonna go with Tedder's half-eaten burrito.
That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. I'm gonna say worst thing is to find in your closet. Yo, holy moly, Anita sent 100 squirrels. Laura Lapina sent 100 squirrels. And he just sent a TikTok and he sent 7 squirrels. Thank you so much. We will soon have enough squirrels to take on Tuvalu.
Yes! Let's take them out, babies, one squirrel at a time.
Yeah, I think I'm locked in right here.
And you're locked in right there. Honorable mention from A, your belt.
Wow. Hey, wait.
Yeah, let's see what the placement is! Yeah!
Cat sent 5 squirrels. That otter sent a heart me. Thank you so much, that otter. They also said, I missed you, Corey.
Yo, what's up, that otter?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. That is a 2. Very nice.
It's good to know that they're that otter because I know so many otters, so it helps to specify. You're like, no, that otter.
That otter also showing off the custom assassin sticker that they get on TikTok for being subscribed. Holy moly.
Was it a 2 or 3 you scored?
I scored a 2.
I added 3. I can't math.
Chad, he's making fun of me. He scored 4 every single round.
I'm making fun of myself.
And then he goes, oh, did you get 3 points too, Mark?
No.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to erase it and take one away.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. You got me.
Fucked up.
You got me. Man. You got me. Yeah, no, it's actually not that I can't count. It's actually I was making fun of you.
Honorable mention for this card. I saw somebody say a friendly person.
I did see
What the hell?
I guess that's, yeah, because like a not friendly person would be maxed out bad, and any person is bad, but if they're friendly, at least they're gonna go away, probably.
Hey man, how's it going?
What the fuck are you doing in my closet? Please get out.
Alright, our next card is going to be Forbidden to Encouraged. Oh, the assassin was the hint. You're finding the assassin in your closet. Okay. They're just as confused to see you as you are.
Hey man, I'm trying to take a nap in here. Why are you opening that door?
It says, oh, sorry about that. I'll go ride my moose back home.
That's gotta be a hate crime.
Canadians in your closet. All right, Forbidden to Encourage. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. Finding this guy in your closet. Finding this guy in your closet and saying the miss emoji, the miss sticker. That is maxed out. I do not want that guy in my closet.
Like you're the wrong one in the wrong.
I know, he's making that face at me when he's in my closet.
Oh. He's just like.
Why are you surprised?
All right, closing up the board. Corey, you may look.
Oh my god.
All right. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna start off strong with olive tea, dating your best friend's dad.
Okay, well, all right. Well, you know, that's, yeah, that's not, don't do that. Now, I can't max it out because that is objectively funny.
It is.
Because then you get to become their parent.
Legally.
Legally. So that's like kind of hilarious.
Ooh.
But don't do that.
Oh, here's a great one from Ons. Feeding wild animals. That's a really good one.
Yeah, forbidden. Don't feed. That being said, you know, it's bad. You should not feed wild animals, but it's not like you're setting off an ICBM in downtown New York, you know? It's not like it's got terrible consequences for the population. So it's gonna be forbidden, but I'm not gonna max it out. And again, that other one's objectively funny.
And then, final one from Lewis, saving one person in the trolley problem.
Is this middling? Is this because like the whole point of the trolley problem is there is no correct answer, right? It's just like morally, what are you able to do? You know, can you like? Oh my god! I mean, saving one. That's like you not pulling the lever and letting the 5 people in the trolley problem die.
Yes.
That's
yes.
doing nothing.
Okay.
Now, I think the societal opinion is you shouldn't do nothing. You should pull the lever every single time. But the point of the trolley problem is that it's not like objectively correct to pull the lever because there are moral consequences that you have to live with, right? That's the whole crux of the question. So I think it's on the forbidden side, but I don't think it's super far onto the forbidden side.
We all know the correct answer on the trolley problem is to move the lever back and forth really fast to try to derail it.
Try and get the drift.
Oh, drift along the 2 tracks.
Yeah.
It either derails the train, saves everyone, you're a hero, or does a sick-ass drift.
And you at least get to go home going, damn, that was sick as hell. It's a shame for those guys, though.
Ride home with a police car, being like, damn, that was sick.
That was fucking cool.
All right. So is dating your best friend's dad.
Don't do that.
That's
funny.
Feeding wild animals and not pulling the lever on the trolley problem.
To get a little more down for the best friend's dad one. All right. I'm good there.
Let's see. Oh, right. Forbidden to encourage. Let's see how he did. It's not on the damn fucking 4 again. Are you kidding me? That's a fucking 4. Jesus.
Yeah! That one is suspicious, though.
God. Okay. Can we change your tag and say 4-y?
No, I'm starting not to like this because now it's starting to look suspicious. I promise you, I'm not.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't like it.
Drift and hit all 6. High score. Tony Hawk would be proud. Oh my goodness. That is Corey's 5th 4 in a row? Are you kidding me? Are you joking? All right, well, Corey added 3 points to the board, not 4. Why did he do that? Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points because instead, the benefit is to take another card and we add to the stack and extend the game. We would have been at 2 cards remaining because that 4, worth 3 points, we're at 3 cards remaining.
Country Mozart says, it only took 10K hours, but Corey is finally learning how to play. Yeah!
It's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing to say. Yo, holy moly. Kayla sent a goat and A sent a goat. Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Yeah, and fucking thank God I moved it down at the last moment, right? At the last moment, at the very last moment, my thought was twofold, right? My thought was, one, don't sleep with your best friend's dad. That's fucked up. And secondly, I think I am probably more middling than the average person on not pulling the lever on the trolley problem. Because that's the big thing about it, is everybody says, oh, you gotta pull the lever, But in practice, most people don't, because they don't want that on their conscience. So, you know, it is what it is. All right.
Movie to film. That's your reward. You get to the movie to film card.
Yes, we get to. I mean, this is kind of fucked up, Mark, because you know you're already feeling inadequate based off of my 4s. Now you're making yourself do the movie to film card.
Shut up! I'm getting a 4 this round. Guys, lock in. I'm guaranteeing a 4 this round.
All right.
Previous high score.
42.
42 is the previous high score. Movie to film. Movie is kind of just like mass-produced for monetary game. Kind of think Marvel movies, think the Avengers, etc., etc. Film is something more artsy. Think like Citizen Kane, made with like artistic intent. Movie to film. Bam! We got the movie side. We got the film side. That is where the blue 4 is. Chat, give me some clues. Give me some clues. I am going to give to Mark. I want 3. Oh my lord. Mark, you can look. They want it. Interstellar.
Interstellar?
Interstellar. I haven't seen Interstellar.
Really?
Yeah, I want to.
It's a film. It's a film.
Okay.
It's a long film. It can get a little boring at times, but it's definitely a film.
Say,
I don't think it's maxed out.
The Godfather.
Okay, that one's maxed out. That one's maxed out.
And last but not least, let's go Citizen Kane.
I was gonna say, I'm like, the only reason I'm not maxing it out is because you're gonna say Citizen Kane, and then you said Citizen Kane.
I figured I'd say that one for last.
Okay, alright. I am locked in right here.
Honorable mention, Lightyear.
Lightyear!
Lightyear, max it out.
Lightyear if they turned off the movie.
Now, I see Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I've heard a lot about that. I've only heard the name a lot. I know nothing about that movie, but I've heard that name a lot. Mm-hmm. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to open the board.
Yeah! Very nice. Is that a 4? Please be a 4.
It did.
I think that's touching. I can roll that as touching, right, guys? Right?
Guys,
chat, what do we think?
Guys, please.
Chat.
Guys, 3. That's a 3. Maybe. That's touching. Yeah, it is. That's a 4. Pull it. That's a 3. 4. That's a 4.
Barely, but it is. All right.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Just let him have this one, please.
Movie is something made, mass production, schlop, think Marvel movies, doesn't have much meaning behind it.
On mute.
Film is artistic work that means something, that impacts the industry that it was made in.
Like Lightyear.
Like Lightyear. Yo, Jenna sent to heart me, thank you so much.
That guy.
Alright, well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. What Corey's writing is the correct score, that's not a mistake. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is to take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game to give us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 2 cards remaining. Because this 4 worth 3 points, we are instead at 3 cards remaining. Very nice. Film should be cinema. You know, this one is not a custom card. This is a default game card.
This is raw, right from the original deck of cards.
Yeah, I have the ability to change it, but you know, that'd be sacrilegious.
I agree.
Changing the original text.
The sacred text.
The sacred text. All right, our next card is going to be Dark to Light.
Dark to Light.
3 left.
3 left. I'm feeling the pressure now. I'm feeling the pressure.
Also, I saw Hayden recommending the Clue movie. Is that the one you were talking about earlier? You were talking about Eternal
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yes.
Stumbled through that one.
The Clue movie, I've not seen it, but very interested, because if I'm not mistaken, that film wreaked havoc in theaters when it was released, because they released it with multiple different endings. So, like, you get different outcomes depending on when you see the movie, and they're like, oh, this is gonna be so clever and fun. And instead, people went online and talked about the film, and like, you fucking moron, that's not how it ended. And like, it got like violent. And they'd be like, wait, no, it was like that on purpose. Yo, Jillian sent the heart me. Thank you so much, Jillian.
That's what filmmakers get for being creative.
All right, Dark to Light. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. Is the score actually a mistake? Is it supposed to be 28 and not 26?
Well, it was
25, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a mistake. It's actually a mistake. It's actually a mistake.
All right, it was actually a mistake this time.
I didn't see it.
Corey trying to cheat me out of my damn points again. He's like, yeah, only I get 4s around here.
I told you I'm stupid. I can't count, man. That's not a joke.
Closing up the board. Y'all can start giving hints.
I can look now?
Yes. Okay, all right. This is an interesting one. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go with it because this is going to be funny. Ted Ursa says, give us moon.
Okay, so that's like the kind of thick moon, right? That's not the full moon, but it's the it's the thick moon. It's not the croissant moon. It's the thick one. So it's going to be on the dark side. I'd say like a full moon is kind of middling. Gibbous moon, I would say, is but it's a little darker.
Let's see. Dr. Facilier says 60-watt bulb.
Oh, I'm not a film guy. What the fuck is a watt? I don't know, man.
I'm not a film guy. What's a watt?
What the fuck is a watt, dude?
I have the only job in the industry where those overlap.
You realize my experience is very limited on the behind the scenes of the film industry, right?
That is fair.
Yeah, okay, all
I'll give you that.
right. All right. Can you at least do me a favor and tell me what like an average household flashlight wattage is?
Average household flashlight?
Yeah. If I pull a flashlight out of my cupboard, what's the average? What should I expect my wattage of that flashlight to be?
20 to 30 for an incandescent, a little brighter for an LED.
Okay.
Someone in chat says average is 60.
Average is
That's a
60.
household bulb average is 60, yeah.
Dr. Facilier says that's a normal household bulb.
Okay.
Hey sis.
This is a little on the light side.
Let's see. Board Ghost knows their stuff. Indeed. The last one I'll give you is going to be, you know what? This is an interesting one. I like it. Retzi says Kenobi from Star Wars.
Okay, well, very importantly, Kenobi Jedi, he's on the light side of the Force. However, Kenobi ended up being tempted by a lover while being a Jedi, which kind of darkened him a little bit. However, by the end of it, he kind of had like this redemption thing where he went with, protecting Luke and da-da-da-da. So it's going to be on the light side. Gibbous moon. Thick moon. Thick. He's going to be not super bright. The gibbous moon is not very bright. A normal household flashlight or light bulb is not very bright. Kenobi is pretty light. Kenobi wants me to take it down more. But something. God. I don't know. I think this might be wrong, but I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna go right there.
I'm gonna be so for real. I've completely forgotten.
I forgore where it's at.
I forgore.
I forgore. The streak's gotta end eventually, and I'm pretty confident this is gonna be the one.
Dark Delight, let's see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
A gibbous moon, dude. The fucking moon.
Yeah. So
It's a moon.
I was thinking like if you're looking at the moon, like the whole thing is lit. It's light. But you know, gibbous part of it is obstructed, so that's the ticking up.
That's like the fucking sun on a cloudy day right there, not the gibbous moon.
I wasn't thinking of how much it lights like the Earth. I was thinking if you're looking right at it, you know, it's a bright moon.
I see what you're saying.
I see. Listen.
I blame Mark for getting a 4 last round.
Listen. You stole my 4, you son of a bitch.
Okay, well, how about Kenobi and 60-watt bulb? It was Gibbous Moon the only one throwing you off there?
Well, Gibbous Moon kept me here because I'm like, well, 60-watt bulb. In the context of Gibbous Moon, that's like, you know, a lower wattage. Like, it's not super bright. Mm-hmm. It's just a normal household light, you know. And then Kenobi, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know enough about Star Wars to be like, oh yeah, Kenobi is like here. All right.
SMH.
Despite what my bullshitted speech might make you think, I do not know enough about Star Wars.
Yo, Kayla sent a GG. Thank you so much.
Sabotage!
If Mark gets a 4 now, that's sus.
It's true.
Look.
He stole it. He's stolen my... He's sucked the energy right out of me.
Foiled by the term what. And notably, they're all things that give off light.
Which is why I was on the light side.
Yeah.
I was on the right side.
Alrighty, the next card is going to be bad for you, good for you.
Bad for you, good for you.
Yes.
All right, bad for you, good for you.
Yeah, but in terms of moons, if you're looking at within the terms of moons.
Listen, if that's what the chatter was saying, I completely respect that, and that probably was a perfect thing. But when you delivered it to me, it sounded stupid. Okay, from the chat message to your mouth, fine connection. From your mouth to my ears, stupid.
Went through filter stupid.
You should have said some stupid.
Saying that dumbass tone of yours, you could have gotten a 4.
All right, let's see what we got. Bad for you, good for you. Well, bad for you, good for you. That is where the blue 4 is. Make sure you watch my tone. Corey, pick a moon hint for this round.
Come on.
I'm gonna leave it open for a second, let people get in, think of a good one. I'm going to.
The phrase says, give us moon out of full moon.
All right, you can look now. I'm not gonna give him a moon hint, but I'm gonna give him another one. Daylight. It's like the reverse of the moon hint.
Daylight.
The sun hint.
That
Daylight.
is good for you. Board Ghost had me believe that's like maxed out here, but
It's the best.
I opened up the windows today for Board Ghost before he got here, and I'm like, oh, this looks fine. And he comes in and he goes, the blinds are only 3/4 the way open? What's wrong with you? Do you live in darkness?
No, I was way meaner about it.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I'll give you another one. Chicken wrap.
Chicken wrap.
Chicken wrap.
I think that's good for you. I think this placement about here is good.
And last but not least, cardio.
Cardio?
Cardio.
#1 cause of death.
Sure. Tell me one person who has walked and not died.
Oh, me.
We can change that.
Oh, man.
Wait, no, actually, Board Ghost. Board Ghost, no. Notably, you don't count for this one.
That's actually a good point. I am dead.
Cardio is interesting because it wears out your hips if you do it wrong, and it can be bad for you at times. But if you do it correctly, like you didn't say jogging, which is what could wear out your hips. Cardio in general, very, very good for you because reasons. Surely.
Surely.
Chicken wrap.
When are we gonna get a Board Ghost VTuber, by the way? Put him in the little corner.
We've had talks.
Okay.
About something similar. I'm gonna take it up a little teeny tiny bit for chicken wrap because all I can think of is the McDonald's one, which certainly was not healthy. I'm gonna lock in right here.
Chicken wrap from you, notably high calorie meal.
Chicken wrap.
Chicken wrap, let's see it. Bad for you, good for you.
Whoa.
You still got a 2.
Okay.
Still got a 2.
That is a 2. Very nice. I overestimated how good cardio is for you. Yeah, it's a 2. You could be using that cardio to play something like pickleball, and that's very bad for you.
It's true. Worse than drugs.
Yeah, they actually say that pickleball is worse than junk food, smoking, and crack cocaine combined.
You're gonna get a secret stream by saying that one. Do you not remember how we got secret stream the first time?
Defend yourself.
We're talking about pickleball?
Don't buy that.
The hardest drug you mentioned in that list.
1 card remaining. Let's see if we can keep Corey's 4 streak going. I threw him off by mentioning the moon, and apparently he went crazy.
I mean, listen, I know how much you like Rue. It was all you could think of in the moment. Is this only live on TikTok? No, we're also live on YouTube right now. Hi, YouTube.
What is pickleball? Oh, you're blessed to be in the dark about this. They haven't found out yet. Please do not look into it. You'll regret it.
Fun fact, my dad died while running on the treadmill. Well, maybe not a fun fact. Just a fact.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry to hear that. 30 is still a great score. Is it an American thing? if we manage to contain it, hopefully it will not escape.
It's like a fucking SCP.
It's our sacrifice to the world.
We keep pickleball in check for you. We have an older demographic, Mark. You can't be making these jokes. They're gonna come for you.
Made it to the Netherlands.
No!
No, it is leaked.
Just breach containment.
Pickleball was made in a lab. All right, poorly made, well made. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. What's this game called? Pickleball. Oh wait, no, sorry, Wavelength. The game is called Wavelength. There's a tutorial video on our channel pinned if you are not aware how to play. What is Sears? Jesus, whoa.
Ooh, deep cuts.
No, I think that one is not as deep cut as you think, because I think children in America also don't know what the fuck a Sears is anymore.
Wow, did they all shut down?
Most of them.
They're out of business.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Bankruptcy.
Why was the perfect store?
Sears sucked. That's why they went out of business, man.
Sometimes the S on the sign would go out and say ears.
I didn't like that.
All right, Corey, you may look.
The fucking ears store, dude.
Ears. 1 card remaining. One card remaining. Poorly made, well made. Your first hint is going to be a MacBook from Jakuzo 14.
MacBook?
MacBook.
Oh, well, it's an Apple product, so all right, I think I'm good.
L take.
I don't know. MacBooks are pretty well made. You know, as much as I don't like Apple, they're good quality, I guess.
Yo, Laura Lapina sent 38 squirrels to enlist in the squirrel army. Thank you so much, Laura.
But it's definitely not like high up on the well-made side, because the whole point of a lot of Apple products is they have fail points designed into them. Like the entire point is for Apple products to fail so that you have to buy new ones. So it's definitely nowhere near the maxed out well-made. It's definitely middling.
Okay. Hannah Crystal Lee says designer bag.
Designer bag again.
And the final one I'll give you. You're a watch guy, you'll know.
Okay.
Rolex watch.
Okay. We need to take some steps here. All right. Going back, starting out with MacBook.
Reverse it.
MacBook. They're good, except they're potentially points of failure designed in them, so you have to buy new products. That's bad. It's very slow on the well-made side. Then we go to designer bags. That's a jump up on the well-made side, but within the past couple months, it's been found out that places like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and stuff like that are not actually designing their bags with you know, perfect Italian designers, and instead they're renting out sweatshops to have people sew them together for pennies on the dollar and then upcharge them by 200% or more, or 2,000%, excuse me. So they're nice bags, but it's not fine Italian craftsmanship like they're claiming. It's fine Italian sweatshopsmanship. And then lastly, Rolexes. Rolexes, that takes me further up onto the well-made side. They're very well-made watches. There's a reason why they're expensive. And to my knowledge, sweatshop free.
Guys, you can't blame me for this one. I didn't know that the sweatshop news broke a week ago. I was just picturing, oh, those nice designer bags.
It broke a couple months ago, actually.
I don't think you can reasonably say that this is my fault, but that's still a 2. That's a 2.
He still can't miss. Even if it's not a 4, he's still on the board.
Yeah.
Also, you know how I feel about Apple. So it is kind of actually your fault. They don't know how I feel about Apple. You do, though.
Everyone's crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, MacBooks are well-made laptops. They're reliable. They're like an industry standard. Like, look, I don't like Apple that much either. I use it. I don't use a MacBook. But every time I use a MacBook, it's undoubtedly a well-made device.
Yeah, until you have to buy another one in like 6 months.
Well, that's still well-made. It's working as designed.
Fuck, he's got me. That's flawless logic.
Swish.
Fuck, he got me.
Alrighty, that means our final score for this first round of Wavelength. We'll be doing another one. Do not worry. Mark. Mark, how you doing? doing good. Welcome in, Steve. Good to see you. Pulling out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook to see how we did. We scored a damn 32. First round of the evening. Don't jinx my MacBook. She's been going on for 4 years. Nice. Happy for you there. Well, for 32, our score is off the charts. This chart only goes to 25 plus, and the score we got from the creators of Wavelength themselves is head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji.
3 JFK!
3 JFKs! Woo! Holy, Andy sent 6 squirrels. Meows sent a heart me, and Andy sent a heart me. Thank you all so much. The score to beat is now 32.
That is tied for third highest score of all time.
Wow, really?
Second is 36, first is 42.
Golly, wow, that is very impressive. Are we playing Codenames today? Yes, we are. It's gonna be a big, fun Codenames day. Speaking of, let me prep the board so that we can play a bit better.
Little previous round up there. Man,
All right, Codenames is set up.
I don't know if we're gonna beat that.
Okay.
However,
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna am. Yes, score to beat is now 32. We are going to go for a new round. 7 new cards. If we want any hope of beating 32, we're definitely gonna have to channel some 40 in here.
we need some fork as well. Sorry, it doesn't work as good with your name.
Fark.
Fark. Yo, IRL Farquad, dude.
What the hell? I'm leaving. Also, if you guys enjoyed playing with us, if you guys enjoyed that round and would like to see more, of course we're doing another round right now, but if you still want to see more in the future, feel free to give us a follow. It really does help us out. Helps out the channel. Appreciate y'all.
32,000 likes.
Yo, we're at 32,000 likes as well. I'll do the read real quick before getting into the game. At 100,000 likes, we're going to be playing The Price is Wrong! Woo! It's our own custom minigame where we try to guess the price of various strange Facebook Marketplace items, such as weird piggy bank.
It's kind of mean, call him weird. I think he's just kind of doing his own thing.
Yeah. Guess the price! What would you pay for that? Who knows? All right, our first card is going to be good thing to bring to Thanksgiving, bad thing to bring to Thanksgiving. This is a new card. Looks haunted. Yeah. Am I spinning or are you spinning?
That's a great question, Mark, and I would like to answer that for you. However, I am just gonna let you spin.
Actually, you're spinning.
I'm spinning!
I gave them that answer.
Would you guys ever consider collabing with other up-and-coming artists, like 21 Savage? Yeah, if little bro 21 Savage ever needs to call out, we'll be there for him, I think. Let him know. He hasn't done anything wrong, right? He's not canceled or anything.
I'm not sure about that.
On the contingency, he's not actually canceled right now.
We will collaborate with people in the future. It's something we've been talking about. If it happens to be 21 Savage first,
we'll help him
so
out.
be it.
A little brom a little bit, know that there. Good thing to bring to Thanksgiving, bad thing to bring to Thanksgiving. This is a terrible card for me, by the way. For me specifically, this is an awful card. Because I notably do not like Thanksgiving Day food very much at all.
Corey's kind of like the Grinch.
I'm like the Grinch of Thanksgiving. I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. Oh yeah, what is Thanksgiving, Mark?
What is Thanksgiving?
What is Thanksgiving?
Oh, fuck, that's
You fucking American.
I'll change this card to Christmas next, perhaps. Thanksgiving is when all the Americans get together and say what they're thankful for. Typically, we have turkey or chicken. Cranberry sauce is a big famous one, and it's also referred to as Turkey Day sometimes. It is associated a bit with Native Americans because the story that was told, which is not necessarily true, is that it was the day when the settlers and the Native Americans came together and had a big feast to celebrate and put aside their differences. Then Andrew Jackson, did some other things that we're less thankful for.
Oh my God, you did all that hand-wrote Thriller? It's crazy. All right, first one, chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. First clue I'm gonna give you, chocolate cake. Let's go with the next one being, I like this one, your girlfriend of 6 months.
Yeah, it's a good thing to bring Thanksgiving. Yeah.
And And last but not least, let's go with cutlery. Wow.
Okay, it's not maxed out because you would have said turkey because that's the best thing to bring to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving turkey. Cutlery
Yeah.
is absolutely needed. Your girlfriend of 6 months should probably be there. And chocolate cake. Who dislikes chocolate cake? I think my first placement is good. I'm just gonna go with my gut and say right here.
All right. Notably, you locked in?
Yes.
Notably, I did not say a singular Thanksgiving Day staple. Not even one. Not even close, actually.
Yeah, these are fucking great things to bring to Thanksgiving.
So, you okay?
What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Girlfriend is 6 months is dirty.
That's crazy. Yeah, girlfriend is 6 months to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm with Mark on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
6
6
months?
months?
Yes!
Okay, we're saying the same thing
All right.
with very different inflections
All right.
here. Dude, if I don't bring my girlfriend of 6 months to Thanksgiving, like that's an issue.
I guess my family's different then. My family is very no other people at Thanksgiving.
Even Kayla says no, you know how Mark feels about chocolate cake. Even Kayla.
Yeah, I know. That's why I really put it on the good side. I think you fucking max it out.
It's an awesome thing to bring. The thing about
That's crazy.
The thing about Thanksgiving is the staples, like everybody brings a little piece. You don't have to bring the staples because somebody else probably is. You coordinate those things.
Okay, but then you said, yeah, my maxed out answer would have been turkey.
Yes.
So,
So you're still saying great things to bring because just the maxed out ones are the staples.
You've been charged with a massive responsibility to bring the turkey. That's huge.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why it's maxed out or near maxed out.
Yeah, turkey's maxed out, but near maxed out is just awesome things to bring in general.
Cutlery?
You need
They
it.
fucking have it already.
You
They have
didn't
it
say
in the
that.
house.
You didn't specify that.
Who brings cutlery to Thanksgiving?
Cutlery was a walk back, I will say.
Okay, cutlery was a walk back, but I was still stuck on chocolate cake and girlfriends.
Thank you, Country Mozart.
That's the event to bring her to.
I know if nobody's got me, Country Mozart's got me. Can we get an amen?
What is a bad thing, Mark?
Yeah, what is a bad thing? What would you like?
A gun?
Drugs?
Well, no, hold
Drugs?
on, it's Thanksgiving, so that's like an American holiday. So guns are like the best thing to bring.
What the hell goes on at your Thanksgivings? No wonder you don't like the
To
holiday.
your house, Corey!
Girlfriend of 6 months, you best not be bringing her around here. We're gonna have to use our Thanksgiving gun.
Was she bringing her not, Bill?
Tis a violent holiday.
Oh,
Thanksgiving, England, you should try it.
stay far away.
Gasoline,
Far away.
maybe on the bad side.
In my defense, before we even did this card, I said this is one of the worst cards for me.
Ghillie suit. Mark brings cutlery everywhere. You can't use him for that. That's a good point.
Good point.
All right. 0 points. Nothing to be thankful for today.
I'm sorry, how many fours have you gotten today? How many fours have you gotten?
6 cards remaining. 6 cards remaining.
Oh, why am I closing my eyes? Oh, no, yeah, I'm closing my eyes.
Okay. Let's do
Oh my god.
hard to steal, easy to steal. Or sorry, easy to steal, hard to steal. I feel like Mark to come to Thanksgiving in a ghillie suit. It's not appropriate attire. That's a bad thing to bring to Thanksgiving. Easy to steal, hard to steal. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. Anything can be easy to steal if you believe in yourself. There are some things that I do not believe that is true for.
What would have gotten you to the middle, Mark?
What would have gotten me to the middle?
Around where it was?
Honestly, cutlery was fine to aim for the middle. I was just already in the maxed out mindset. I think cutlery's fine. Deck of cards would have been towards the middle, slightly to the good side. Corey, you may look. I don't know, girlfriend of a week, maybe.
That feels on the bad side.
Let's see. Hard to steal, easy to steal. An ATM.
So that's very hard to steal. Them shits are bolted to the concrete, and even if you somehow manage to separate the ATM from the concrete, actually breaking into an ATM is a nigh impossible task. So that's like almost almost maxed out hard to steal for me.
It's a good hint from Harvey. And then Spaghetti Supreme says the Declaration of Independence.
Okay, well again, this is like almost impossible to steal, but there's that really notable movie where that one guy did do it. So, you know, it's not maxed out, but it's close.
And then final one. A tooth from a live alligator from Isabel.
Okay.
Chocolate cake from Mark.
So,
This is Elizabeth.
I'm gonna lose a hand if I try that one. That's fucking impossible. It's gonna be gone.
It's messed up.
That being said, tooth from a live alligator, you know, dentists have to do it, so it is, again, it's possible, but you were...
Are they stealing it? Like,
Yes.
removing a tooth?
Did the alligator consent?
Okay. Okay.
That's what I thought.
was imagining-
That's what I thought, all right.
Imagine the possession extends to the zookeepers. Like, you're doing this,
Okay.
you're stealing it from the zookeeper's alligator.
Okay. I mean, okay, well... Yeah, this is pretty maxed out.
Mark, God damn it.
I'm gonna take it up a little bit because that one guy notably did steal the Declaration of Independence. Again, they made a whole documentary about that. So, lock in there.
Easy to steal, hard to steal, how'd we do? God damn, that is...
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are your fours at? What's
I don't
up?
like this game, I don't like this game.
Fucking talking shit about me.
I was not talking shit about you, I was saying your clues sucked ass.
Okay, well,
Alright,
you're
that
just hurtful. So, you know, you're getting throat
that's a
dropped.
4. 4, he's back, 4, he's back. And classic Mark throw. Jesus Christ. Alright, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. That's not a mistake. It's supposed to say 3. But why?
I better see a 4 up there. No!
Why is it only worth 3 points? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 5 cards remaining, but because it's 4, worth 3 points, we're instead at 6 cards remaining. Very nice, and yes, Nick Cage got him to tick it up just enough.
Save a little, you know, we say save a little feet for Tarantino. Save a little space for Nick Cage.
Yes. Alrighty. Here's another custom card that I added in today from Kelsey Weasel. Best morning drink, worst morning drink. This is an interesting one. I should turn it. It's like a little rap that I can perform.
Fucking Spaghetti Supreme says, Corey kind of like the LeBron of wavelength, if you think about it. LeBron! Alright, let's see. Best morning drink, worst morning drink. That is where the blue 4 is. Again, this is not a good one for me, because my morning drink is like I'm pounding a Red Bull and then carrying on with my day, right? Or I should say, I'm pounding a Celsius.
I was gonna say, you have a Red Bull in your house?
Nah, I have Celsius, though.
Okay.
That's my energy drink of choice. But I have a bad heart, so I don't really drink too many of those, or else I'll just fucking die. So that's where the blue 4 is! That's where the blue 4 is. I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. I like it! Let's go for beer, baby! Your morning
Hell
beer!
yeah,
Yeah! Sip your morning Bud Light.
Cat sent 12 squirrels. Thank you so much, Cat. You're not gonna have a good day. That is a start. That is a good start to a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's not the worst. It's not cement, but pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Let's go with. Let's go with. Say Diet Pepsi.
It's a bad way to start the day. That is not healthy. I'll take it up a teeny tiny bit, because you're not, you know, at least it's diet, I guess. I think the diet's worse for you, but...
Dude, don't tell me you're one of those fucking aspartame truthists people, alright? Those, it's not. It's so not.
Didn't mean to trigger something there. I just thought it was worse for you.
Nope. I hate that myth so much.
Yo, Kate Holmes sent 100 squirrels in YouTube chat. Thank you so much.
All right.
Always appreciate the YouTube squirrels.
Sorry, I kind of lost my cool for a second there. I apologize. I'm back. Let's go with sorry. I'm sorry. I could give that one, but that's gonna be an honorable mention for sure. Let's go with the final one. Warm juice.
I mean, that's a great morning drink. Warm juice. Yum.
The way you said that.
My juice has been warmed.
I'm sorry, I forgot you're a spoiled milk guy. Expired.
Like if you gave me a glass of warm fruit juice, I'd be warm orange juice. I would be questioning this beverage. I would have my reservations about it, but I'd be drinking that. That's probably bad though. People probably don't like warm orange juice. It's probably supposed to be cold. So I'm gonna say it's just a little teeny tiny bit to the worst drink side. A little bit further for beer, and then tick back to not anger the Diet Pepsi discussion.
Honorable mentions. This one is foul. Dad's spit cup. You're foul. Maxed out worst possible answer. That's foul. And last but not least, I really like this one. Danimals, in parentheses, but you didn't win the Danimal Cruise with Zach and Cody.
God damn. Worst morning of my
Fuck,
life.
every time I opened one of those and I saw I was a loser.
My morning gambling.
Come on.
Yo, Laura Lapina sent level up Sparks. Thank you so much. And Kat sent 3 team cheers. Thank you.
You can't drink all day if you didn't start in the morning. Amen. Let's see what we got.
Oh. Well, you may have swayed me a little bit with the Diet Coke thing.
I think the warm juice is what did it. I should have realized that you're not that picky, but warm juice to me is like,
yum.
My day's been ruined.
Knowing with the placement now, my honorable mention I saw was OJ with a cup of OJ. And I'm like, yes. Known murderer and dead person, OJ Simpson, in my house with a cup of orange juice for me.
But he was a hell of a running back.
He's a hell of a running back. I'm not drinking that.
Reset the counter.
Warm juice, Mark, no. I don't know. I'll give it a try and get back to
Notably, it's not room temperature. It's warm.
Yeah. No, I got it. I understand.
Warm juice is giving piss vibes, not gonna lie.
Oh, right, we'll do another custom card from Kelsey Weeder. So like I said, I added a whole bunch of custom cards in today. If you'd like to see your own custom cards on stream, feel free to join our Discord, link in bio, and you can submit them in the suggestions channel. Everyone, guys, we've been through this before, okay? Every once in a while, in a rare blue moon occasion,
Why?
my graphics mess up.
Why?
And everyone, because they're so impressed by the 99% of the times my graphics usually work, they're not going to comment on it.
Why?
Nobody's going to say why in chat. I'm not going to have to scroll through 200 people saying why.
Why?
Okay. All right. Good.
Why?
Now, put that away.
Why?
Card is would read their autobiography, would not read their autobiography. Alright, seeing a lot of whys. That is not a hint. Would read their autobiography, would not read their autobiography. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint. Not just say why. We need to give Corey a hint to give him with the red dial right onto that blue 4.
So I need a clarification for this card.
Okay.
When it's their autobiography, is it it's their autobiography in the sense that it is everything they know about themselves being written down, or if it's like an autobiography by a person who would tend to like accentuate the details and add fluff and filler nobody cares about, that's in there as well?
It's like a base autobiography. It's what you would expect an autobiography to be. It's not a documentary, it's an autobiography.
If I saw someone release a book, it's not just like their life story, it's exactly what I would expect that person to release about themselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right, you may look.
That's an important distinguisher.
I saw a great one and a real autobiography to lead us off. Hillbilly Effigy.
Who's that about?
J.D. Vance. Is that an autobiography? Now that I say it, I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure it's an autobiography.
Well, I'll just chooses J.D. Vance autobiography.
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah.
I know nothing about Hillbilly Effigy.
J.D. Vance autobiography. You picking up a copy?
Why is he the way he is? I'm intrigued. Why did he kill the Pope? I must know. No, that's garbage. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to read an entire section about the couch in there. Okay.
We got from
thanks.
Aaron Nicole, Kim K.
Again, that one even further down. All right. If J.D. Vance is like, I'm a little intrigued. Why is he the way he is? Kim K, don't fucking care. I know why Kim K is the way she is. Do not care. Do not care.
And let's see, final one from Kate Holmes, My Neighbors. Mark, you're thinking of biography. Ah, okay, my bad.
Autobiography is a biography they wrote themselves.
Yes, I thought J.D. Vance wrote his own. I don't care. That's my statement. I don't care.
Your neighbors?
Yeah.
My neighbors are not interesting. Your neighbor, different placement on the board, all right?
Yeah, your neighbor.
My neighbor's not interesting. Yours, it's like maxed out. I would absolutely read an autobiography about those people. Mine are just like normal people, so.
My neighbor might have an autobiography. I'm not positive. I need to look into that.
Yeah, I would not read their autobiography. I'll take it up because, again, why is J.D. Vance the way he is? But other than that,
It explains why in the book.
that's why I want to know. That's why I want to know. What made him this way?
What if you got him if it's just a collection of the different J.D. Vances? The edited faces.
It's like you fill out the picture book. I saw somebody say Obama too in the comments. We had a long-running joke every time we went to a bookstore in Rehoboth. We would take this is back when it first came out and it was like being put on shelves. We would take it and we would put it in the fiction section because he doesn't exist.
It's messed up.
It's not real, man.
Kelsey Weasel says Kelsey Weasel's autobiography. I'd tick that up just because you wrote the card. We have to know what's in there. Would read their autobiography, would not read their autobiography. How do we do?
Oh.
Okay. All right. That is a 2. Very nice. You pushed it a little bit too far. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Don't like J.D. Vance, obviously.
J.D.
There's some
Vance.
interesting things in there.
J.D. Vance actually got me close to where that 4 is.
Yeah. No, that was a good one.
Kim K and Neighbors, I don't care.
So if I'm remembering correctly, and Hillbilly Effigy is an autobiography, then if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like one of the more like viral ones for its time. Like that book put him on the map kind of thing, if I'm remembering his backstory. But yes, thank you, Kelsey Weasel. That was a very fun card. Enjoyed that one. Let's do... Oh, I gotta remove one of these. We are at 4 cards remaining. I do believe we are going to do...
They turned that hillbilly shit to a movie?
Really?
All right, I can
This is
dedicate an hour and a half.
It's not Kelsey Weasel's card. Get off of there.
It's a
There we
memoir.
go. The memoir. Okay, all right. Belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature.
I'm gonna have my morning beer and then watch a hillbilly effigy.
Yes. That's not me. Yes, that was a glitch with my graphics. When it goes to remove the name from the custom cards, it doesn't do it sometimes. It is fixed now. 4 cards remaining. Belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature.
J.D. Vance.
He belongs in nature.
Set him free.
Set him free. If he loves us, he'll return. Just drop him off in National Park.
Go on, go back home. Get out of here. Get out of here, you crazy kid. All right, belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. That's where the blue 4 is. Jed, give us some clues. Take 3 from YouTube or TikTok to give to Mark. Give to Mark. Ooh, interesting. I'm seeing some interesting ones come up. I'm going to close the board. Mark, you can look. First one to give you humans.
Humans, that's a dead middle answer. In my opinion, I was thinking about this earlier, that in my opinion is a dead middle answer. Yo, Aaron Nicole sent 10 squirrels. Thank you so much, Aaron Nicole. Sending more squirrels to join the squirrel army. But yeah, humans, you know.
Okay, all right. Let's go with another one. White House.
Lighthouse. Okay. Like, if I'm hiking and I stumble upon a lighthouse.
Obviously, where a lighthouse normally is.
I was really thinking forest for nature. I guess it moves me a little bit towards doesn't belong in nature. Maybe humans don't belong either. They're doing too much polluting and trampling.
Too much polluting, these stupid humans. And last but not least, let's go with the log cabin.
Log cabin. Okay, well, it doesn't belong in nature. These aren't naturally forming, but hopefully it's not going to be too obstructing on the resources around it. Like, I don't know, it stands out. It does not belong there. I'm gonna say this is just ever so slightly towards the doesn't belong in nature side. I do think humans is a perfect dead middle answer, but you know, you have to give me 3.
Right.
Or you usually give me 3. So I'm gonna lock in right there.
You locked in? All right, Sean, I can't say humans again. I can't say that a second time, all right? I'm sorry, Molly, I can't say it a second time.
2 humans, 3 humans.
2 humans, 3 humans, all right? 2 humans, 3 humans. Let's see what it is. Bam.
Okay, all right. That is still a 2.
Still 2.
Very nice on the target.
My logic, lighthouses, they do belong in nature in the sense that the whole point of them is to like cut through fog into the sea. Like, it's one of the few man-made things you want to see in nature because it helps guide you home, right?
And if you set it off, you know, if it loves you, it'll come back.
And a log cabin absolutely belongs in nature. You're not going to put a log cabin in the middle of the city, but it's a man-made structure, which is why it's middling.
Okay, I understand. Okay, that makes sense to me now. That is still a 2. Very nice.
9.
We're at 9 with 3 cards remaining.
We absolutely cannot score another 2. We're at 9 right now. You know what happens if we score 2?
What?
9 to 11.
Whoa. That's messed up, dude. Can't believe you made me think of that.
Kate Holmes sent 2 cowboys. Enjoy the costume. Thank you. He sent 2 cowboy emojis.
Cowboy.
Cowboy, why are you an emoji?
All right, here's another new card. I've just been going through some of the new ones. Best afterlife, worst afterlife.
Whoa!
This is an interesting one. This is a thinker, a
thinker.
spiritual thinker, if you will. The squirrels did 9/11. Is that what we're raising the squirrel army for?
Oh no, are we the baddies?
Are they plotting another attack on American soil?
No, what are they gonna hit this time? The fucking Space Needle?
What am I gonna have to do at the airport now?
You gotta check you for squirrels every time you go to the airport, man.
Game roll, random tick speed 3. All right, Hayden, I'm getting the hint. All right, best afterlife, worst afterlife. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This is a thinker. This is a spiritual thinker, if you will. Best afterlife,
Spiritually
worst afterlife. Alrighty, I am closing it up. Corey, you may look.
You know, I have the perfect middle answer.
Okay.
I won't say it until after we're locked in, but I have the perfect middle answer.
Sorry, username Big Titty Lover and Haver says simply nothing.
Oh yeah.
Simply
Respectable.
nothing.
Respectable. This is a middle answer.
Yes.
It's not good or bad, you're just dead.
Anna says reincarnation as yourself.
Okay, so
Try again.
that's awful. I don't want to go through this shit again. I already did it once. No, that's middling.
Say that again. You're up by the pearly gates and God hits you with this. Say that again.
No, as you feel your soul ripped down to earth and put back into your body.
So simply nothing. Reincarnation, but as yourself. Final one, heaven, but you don't meet any cool people. From Molly.
Yeah, I guess that's middling, I guess. I mean, I want to put it slightly the best afterlife.
God, I wish anyone here was cool. That's implying you're meeting people and being judgmental of them in heaven.
What's all I have to do? I'm in heaven, man. That's my thing now, right? You feel no pain, but you can still feel shame, right? That's the new emotion. Mm-hmm. Like, oh God, they're so uncool. That hurts.
Country Moon start recapping. The hints were nothing. Run it back now, y'all, and lame heaven.
I guess I'm locked in there. My perfect middling answer. IHOP.
I thought that was a worst afterlife answer. You wake up at the booth like, I'm out.
Well, it's purgatory. Because, like, presumably I'm not going to have to, like, earn money and pay for my pancakes. It's going to come to me for free, right?
Oh, okay. So if it's free IHOP, you don't mind it?
Well, no, it's still purgatory. It's still just, like, neutral.
Let's see how we did. Best afterlife, worst afterlife.
Woo!
Calling his ass 4-y. I gotta stop making that joke.
Red and lanky. That's a new one.
That is a 4. Corey is unstoppable. God damn. God damn. International House of Purgatory.
Yeah, exactly. They get me.
IHOP. Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. That Corey, whatever score Corey's writing, 12, it is not a mistake. It's not supposed to be 13.
I'm gonna fuck it up next time. I'm gonna actually get it wrong when you say that.
Oh yeah, you did that before.
Yeah.
But why is it only worth 3 points? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but because there's 4 worth 3 points, we said at 3 cards remaining. Very nice.
Not only did Corey hit the 4, but he avoids 9/11 in the process. Hero. I'm just doing my American duty. See, if I was there on September 11th, if I was in that plane,
You bet your ass I would have been first class.
I love that quote. You bet your ass I would have been first class.
Fake Mark Wahlberg quote.
Fake?
Unfortunately. You bet your ass I would have been first class.
Yes.
Alrighty, our next card.
Oh, Interdimensional Hole of Pancakes. Good Place reference? I fucking love that show.
Our next card is going to be good character to cosplay, bad character to cosplay. Custom card from Anita.
Yo!
Holy moly. Once again, if you want to submit your own custom cards, feel free to join our Discord. Link in bio. There's a channel there for suggestions.
This is going to be an interesting one, I think.
Yes.
Because, like, what makes a cosplay good or bad to you?
I
What's your
don't
defining
know.
factor here?
I think
Difficult to wear or ease to wear?
I think if it's notably
cool
difficult
character?
to wear, it might put me on the bad side. But if it's difficult because it looks really cool, then that is still good. There might need to be some modifiers involved to get me onto the bad side. I think most cosplays inherently are going to be good. So this might be a tricky one.
Yeah, what about, Jimmy Naked? Think that's a good one?
Ah yes, I am cosplaying Invisigirl for the 3rd year in a row, being banned once again from the venue. She only wears gloves in the costume. Gloves and shoes, that's all I need. It's a valid cosplay.
I'm going to close up the board. You can look. Let's go with...
You know, I didn't know how it gets the bad character to cosplay side. I'm seeing some bad characters to cosplay being suggested.
Fucking killing me. Alright, the first one I'm going to go with is Stanley from The Office.
Stanley from The Office?
Yeah.
Which one's Stanley?
Hold on. Let me give you...
I think that's a bad character to cosplay. It's not super bad. It's not super bad, depending on which one Stanley is.
I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, let me wait for the scoop. For me, that is a bad character to cosplay, right? That's a pretty bad character to cosplay.
I mean, for you.
For you.
If we're talking in a nebulous sense, someone who could maybe pull off a Stanley cosplay a little bit better, well, you know, it's still bad, but it ticks me up a bit. But For me, I think that was a bad character
Oh,
cosplay.
let's go for a second of 3. Let's go. Roadhog from Overwatch.
Roadhog from Overwatch?
Yeah.
Well, that ticks me up because it's not, you know,
Still in the office.
it's not that.
Why do you hate Stanley from The Office so much?
Shut up. I don't think I can say that phrase without being banned on TikTok, explaining why I can't do that cosplay. Roadhog, it's a good cosplay, but that one's difficult to wear. It is clunky, right?
Yeah.
Right, so it's
You're
still
also
on the bad
shirtless.
side. Okay, that's frowned upon.
What's up, Spain? 12 hours without electricity.
Oh,
Sheesh.
sorry to hear.
Hopefully it's not 24.
Glad.
Best of luck.
Well, presumably it's back because they're here.
Well, you don't know that. They could be on a phone.
It could be on a generator or something, but
Don't worry. If I was in Spain right now, much like September 11th, I'd be on a first class ticket there.
doing what in Spain?
All right, let's go for the third and final hint. Let's go with a character no one knows.
Okay. Bad character. You didn't go with Spaghetti Supreme's hint.
I did not go Aunt Jemima.
I think that's very close to maxed out.
That's bad.
There's a certain French painter who would certainly be maxed out. Bad cosplay
painter?
character. Sorry, Austrian. My bad.
From French to Australia to Austrian.
Yeah. Character no one knows. Bad character cosplay, not that bad. Stanley, in a nebulous sense. In a nebulous sense, isn't that bad of a character.
It's back for the first thing they see when they're online. Well, congratulations. Welcome back to the world of electricity.
I'm locked in.
You're locked in.
Right here.
You're locked in. Let's see what we got. What's up, Liv? Let's see if he nailed it.
Oh, I had to tick it up even further. Okay, Stanley got me. I was in a bad mindset.
I wasn't
thinking of
thinking
Stanley.
you specifically. Thinking of in a cosmic sense.
Yes. There's also just a lot of other hints that I was glancing in chat.
You want to do OJ or JD Vance?
JD Vance is a good character to cosplay.
If I could pull off a JD Vance.
Because there's a lot of variations. There's a lot of iterations.
Oh my god, can we get a convention? Everybody dresses up as their favorite Vance.
Did you see somebody made a Guess Who JD Vance version?
I did. That was fucking
We
hilarious.
should get that game for stream. That would be a good one if they're selling that shit.
Oh, we could make our own. That could be a stream goal one night.
2 cards remaining. 2 cards remaining. Let's see, what do we have next? Our next card is going to be Smelly in a bad way, Smelly in a good way. Once again, my graphic is glitching. This is not a card by Anita. I know how to fix that.
I think
Fix
Corey
it
could do
later.
a good JD Vance in a propeller hat. You know what? I'll do it only if you let me have the lollipop.
That would be kind of fun. Alrighty. What? Yo, we are at 50K likes. Holy moly, we are halfway to our like goal. If we get to 100K, we're doing The Price is Wrong! Woo! Our own custom minigame where we guess the price of weird Face of Marketplace items. If I could pull off JD Vance, I'd come with the couch.
He's gonna what?
Walking into the JD Vance convention and seeing one couch in the middle.
You don't want to know what that couch is seeing, dude. Oh my god.
Smelly in a bad way, smelly in a good way. Jesus Christ, we need to get off the JD Vance.
I can't help it, man.
Isn't Mark a bad smeller? Yes, Dr. Cillier, and we should specify my nose doesn't work well, not that I smell bad. It's nebulous when you say bad smeller.
Wait, Board goes. Does your sniffer work at all?
I have the best sniffer, you know this.
Oh, that's true. Me and Mark, garbage sniffers. Board goes.
Which really surprises me about you. Alright, you may look. Okay. I need to lock in because this is you, and I know some things about you.
This is you. This is me.
Bad hints, but at some point I guess need to say nebulous. All right, awesome one from Diane the Vegan, vanilla extract.
Okay. So I can already see what's happening, right? Chat really wants you to say perfume, and you know me. And you know I can't stand perfume because it gives me chronic migraines every time I smell it.
Yes.
So I hate perfume.
Or
with a
scented
passion.
candles.
Yes. Some scented candles I can get away with, but there's a lot I can't. That being said, vanilla extract smells great.
Ooh, Nathaniel says a bakery. That's an awesome one.
Smelling in the best way possible. Holy shit, the bakery, goated. I would live in a bakery. If I, honest to God, if I did not have to wake up at 3 a.m. to work in a bakery, that's where I'd be right now. Ludwig knows what's up, man. He gets it.
Molly says, I'm the same chord, perfume is so horrible.
I can't stand perfume.
And then final one I'll give you. Ooh, I might be too biased with this one. I'll read nonetheless. Lily says garlic bread.
I'm maxed out. It's fucking garlic bread, dude. Oh my God, my mom made homemade garlic bread the other day when I had dinner with her. She made it with like this really rustic sourdough bread and... Sorry, I'm drooling. I'm going crazy.
My family also makes good garlic bread.
Oh.
Smelly in a bad way, smelly in a good way.
Maxed out.
Let's see it. Woo, okay, all right. It had to be ticked up a little teeny tiny bit. That
I'll
is
admit
a
it.
3. That is a 3, but still good. Still
take it.
good. Really good score.
I couldn't in good faith put bakery and garlic bread any further up.
I take back my lavender candles.
Yeah, you can keep them.
Well, one card remaining. One card remaining in this round. Let's see. Here's a good one. Here's a fun one. Bad investment, good investment.
Oh. Yeah. Chat.
Board Ghost.
Diamond hands. I love this card too.
Code names next? Yeah, I think so.
I'm down.
All right, yo, jump to code names right after this.
I'm down for code names after this round. What's up, Chill Pump? How you doing?
Oh, good to see ya.
All right, bad investment, good investment, chat. Bad investment, good investment. That is where the blue 4 is. Give me your investment tips I can give to Mark. Give them to me. I want to hear it. That's where the blue 4 is. So give me specifically investment tips. That's going to get Mark the Gaz right where that blue 4 is.
I was gonna say, buy low, sell low. It's going low the whole time, nothing but low.
Mark, you can look.
Economy is crashing.
Yourself.
Bad investment. I got like 5 years max.
Well, 3 when I'm done with you.
Okay.
All right.
I'll put that to the good investment side. I don't think it's maxed out because like.
All right, we never take one from Board Ghost, but I will take one from Board Ghost in this one specific instance. The S&P 500.
It's a solid investment. It's a good investment. It's not the best investment in the world. It's not Bitcoin back in 2008.
What about Google stock back in the 90s?
You had to survive the .com crash. Brutal.
Is that the last hint?
That's the last one. It was yourself, S&P 500, Google stock back in the 90s.
Okay, I'm gonna take it up a little bit.
For the .com crash.
For the .com crash, of course.
Of course.
I'm gonna lock in right here.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Bad investment, good investment.
Ooh. Oh, wow, okay. Did I take it up enough? Holy. I'll say yes. Yes.
So, I think so.
That is a 4. Woo! I have stolen the 4 from you.
You stole it from me.
How does it feel to be looking at my achievement?
Pretty good, man. You needed to start lifting your weight eventually.
Yeah, add that 3 to the board.
Okay, yeah. I'm happy.
All right, well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been out of cards. 0 remaining. Game over. Code names next. But instead, we're at 1 card remaining. Very nice. Very nice.
Took you long enough.
Golly, I'm going to explode. Yo, Joe Pop.
What?
Joe Pop sent 5 roses. Thank you so much, Joe Pop. And K8 sent a heart me. Thank you, thank you. All right. Oops. Hold on. Working with the graphics here. Our next card is going to be hard to fool, easy to fool. Ooh, a tricky one. A thinker. Excellent investment, team.
Excellent investment. Guys, we're making it all back. Boardgamers, Fortune 500 company by next year.
And he says Mark's usually more skeptical about those 4s, but he needs redemption.
Guys, just let him have it. Just let him have it. He needs it.
Of course, you're like, yeah, Mark, that's a 4.
That's a 4, buddy.
Good job.
You did it.
Yo, Lara Lapina sent a club cheers, and K8 sent a club cheers, and Joe Pop sent 7 roses. Oh, it's still ticking up. Thank you so much. All right, hard to fool, easy to fool. 25 roses. Thank you so much, Joe Pop. Hard to fool, easy to fool. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint to get him put the red dial right onto that blue 4. This is a tricky card. This is a tricky card. Sending it down, closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Yo, Joe Pop sent 59 squirrels to join the squirrel army. Woo. Thank you so much. The goal is to eventually invade Tuvalu.
We're gonna get them. We gotta get it before they flood. We gotta beat the waves.
Okay. Kinley Binley says cat, same, and cat. I think it's meant to say cat from Sam and Cat, the TV show. Cat from Sam and Cat.
I am a Zoomer, so I did see that. I did see that show. Yep. If that is the one we're going with, Ariana Grande, stupid in that role, specifically, parentheses, put around what I just said.
Maisie with a great hint. A gullible person who knows they're gullible.
Yeah, pretty easy to fool. That's me. I'm a gullible person that knows they're gullible. I'm pretty easy to fool. But you gotta tick it up a little bit because they have a little bit of self-confidence.
And final ones. You know what? I saw a few people saying it, but I'm gonna read it from Dr. Facilier, who is a true-blooded American. Average Americans.
Maxed out, easy to fool. Yeah, we'll believe anything.
But do you believe in a better future?
No, somebody tick it up a little bit. Okay. Locked in. Send it. Send it right there.
Locked in, hard to fool, easy to fool. How'd we do?
Imagine that was a 4.
That is a 2.
Sorry, I need to have less faith in our future.
Yes, that is a 2. Very nice. Bring our final score to 20 before we move over to Codenames, which we'll be doing after this. Oh. Very nice, very nice. Holy. Well, it is time for you to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back where it tells us how we did. The score that we got was 20. Not a bad score at all. Not quite our 32 from earlier.
Hey, but if this is any other night, it'd be a good one.
That's a very good score. And the message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is, you're on the same ... Wavelength! Woo! Yeah, Boardgo said they were gonna fix the audio cue on that. I don't know if they did. Yeah, we'll worry about that next year. Wavelength! Very nice!
YouTube exclusive audio cue.
Yes, YouTube exclusive audio cue. Very nice.
Oh, wow. We wavelengthed it.
I miss Thomas's fractional scoring system.
His what?
His fractional scoring system. He wrote them as fractions. The score to beat was the numerator, and then the one on top was the denominator.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And people come and ask me to simplify the score. We had like a 4 out of 12 and like make it 1 and 4. Like, no, that's not how the damn game works.
You know, I was thinking, oh, that's smart, I'll do that. And now I realize I'm not going to do that.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to leave it exactly how it currently is on the board.
Well, a big treat for everyone who stuck around. We're playing our second most popular game, Codenames!
Codenames!
Woo! Very Very nice. I love code names. I love code names so much. But you might be wondering, how do you play?
How do you play, Mark?
I don't know.
Do you have a cool video to show people about how to play?
I was supposed to have that done. I started working on it. It's not done yet. All right, there are 25 words laid out on the board. Our objective is to discover all 9 of our blue field agents. But how do we discover the blue field agents? How do we do that? Evening worms, says Chloe Moon Creations. Good evening.
He's calling you out.
What?
He's calling you out. Stop coming.
Oh, Mark recorded a month ago now. I did.
I think at this point, when you're ready to release it, what you should do is release just a really shitty video recorded on your iPhone and just post it and be like, there it is, guys. We finally got it done after 1 month. Just you stumbling through the explanation.
Like an audio stomped version of 192000 playing in the background.
Exactly.
My favorite song to audio stomp. Anyway, how do you play this damn game? You're trying to find all the blue field agents. How do you do it? Well, I am going to be giving you 1-word hints that connect some of these words on the board together. Your job is to interpret my hints. So try to guess what of these code names am I trying to connect. Just for example, if I were to say LeBron James for 3, that would obviously be connecting basketball. So you would guess basketball, but then also keep in mind, I came up with this hint really quickly. Watching LeBron James, who doesn't have a big smile on their face, who isn't happy, you might guess happy, that would be a connection. And he's the greatest basketball player of the century. Wow, that's just an example of how words can be connected together based off a hint, and the hint will also have a number which indicates to you how many words the hint applies to.
You can store boards, right? Of your board state on your device here?
Yes.
We should just have one that we have permanently stored that we already have predetermined clues for.
Shit, that's a good idea. The example board.
That's why they keep me around.
Yeah.
That's why they keep me around.
Yo, Amelia sent a heart. Me and Laura Lapina sent a club power. Thank you so much. But it is not just blue words on this board. There's also the evil red team. And their words on this board. We need to avoid those. There are some that are just misses. It's not too bad to guess those.
The guy in your closet?
And there is one evil assassin that if you guess will automatically end the game, resulting in a loss. So if you guess wrong, there's a chance that you're guessing the enemy teams, you're guessing a miss, or in a worst case scenario, you guess the assassin. So you have to be careful. If you're not confident about a connection, you can feel free to pass the turn. But yes, that's the basis of how you play. You are interpreting. Yes. Yo, in TikTok, they are showing off the custom subscriber stickers that we have, which are the assassin and the miss guy. His stupid damn face gets me sick.
Dude, actually, Ames comes out with a better idea. We should just take a clip of you explaining it in stream and post it and pin it to our channel until the real one's ready.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
But then that doesn't encourage me to finish the video. Alrighty, new board time. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Oh, good.
New board. This is the board we're playing off of. I am now the only person who knows which words are which. Thank you. Thank you. Give me blue marker as well. Corey, can you erase the scoreboard?
I can, I guess. You want me to get rid of my hard worked?
Yes.
Should I get rid of the previous round too, or beautiful 32?
Yes.
No. Goodbye.
Yo, welcome in. Good call. Hold on. No more code names. no more code names.
No!
I'm going to change. Oh man, I had. Okay. I'm going to change a certain word.
They can use the emoji for it.
Okay, they can use the. Oh, I didn't want it on screen. Was the other thing.
Oh, that's sad. I like that word.
I know.
It's one of my favorite threads.
I'm going to make it a U. I'm going to change that O to a U. How about that? Is that a good?
No, I don't think people are going to know what that means.
But an A.
I think you just got to get rid of it. If you're not keeping the O, change it to ham.
It's going to be on the board a moment just because I need that. Oh, wait, hold on.
Change it to ham.
Oh, golly. All right.
Got 3 votes for ham.
Why is this doing this? See, colors,
They're worming out, dude.
board, properties. That's right. I remember how to change these things. Somebody make a note. I need to change this after stream.
Change after stream.
Just remove that word. All right, it's back. It's back. Yay!
Ham.
Ham. Okay.
We blew up
Act like we don't know nobody.
and we hammed out.
Absolutely hamming out.
You guys are playing against each other or against the chat? No, neither. We're all working together. We're all working together to try and guess all of the blue guys before all the red guys are automatically revealed as we're playing. We're all the same team, baby. Togetherness. Working together. The word was bomb. For obvious reasons, TikTok doesn't like that. Also, I'm pretty sure people in TikTok can't even say it. So we had to switch to something that they can say. Ham. Big ham. Now I can say it that one time in formula. Bomb.
Alrighty, I got a great hint to start us off. Your hint is going to be meal for 5.
Meal for 5?
For 5.
For 5. 5 square meals a day. That's what they say. Ham! Ham is a meal, Mark. Show me ham!
That is correct.
Yes, the
Very
board
nice.
has been blessed.
The prophesized ham has returned to the board. Yo, Mr. Bread sent 50 squirrels. Holy moly, good to see you, Mr. Bread. Thank you so much.
Ham, orange, salt, square, grace, applesauce. Salt, 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 salt. You salt your meal. I'm seeing a lot of salt. Mark, show me salt.
That is correct.
Woo.
Very nice. That is 2 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
I'm seeing a cavalcade of applesauces. Show me the sauce.
That is correct. Applesauce for the meal.
Applesauce for the meal. Now we're getting to orange. It's an orange meal. See, here's the thing, right? If it's just going to be like applesauce, salt, ham, all of that, he wouldn't have said meal. He would say food for 5, right? So in that sense, maybe, I don't know, I've seen a lot of oranges. If that applesauce is a meal, so can orange. All right, I like that logic. Show me orange.
That is correct.
All right, so the last one is going to be either grace or it's going to be square. I think out of those 2, Mark is more likely to connect square to meals rather than grace. So I'm going to go mealworm. There is no way he said meal because worm is on the board. There is no way he said that. That's why he picked there's no way. I'm gonna say square.
Square?
I'm saying square.
Being a little square about it?
Square meals a day.
That is correct! Very nice. That is 5 field agents discovered right off the bat. Holy.
There's no way that it's gonna be so funny if worm is actually one of the ones for us to guess. But you have to, I'm gonna pass. You're
gonna pass now? All right, have the eraser.
Yep, absolutely.
It is time for me to reveal a red one. What am I going to reveal here?
Saying grace, people are saying worm, mealworm. You also brush teeth after your meal.
I am going to reveal...
I think grace is better. I don't see square connections because you have 3 squared meals a day.
Brainstorm as belonging to the red team.
No!
Brain Blast.
Lag is on the board. Return of the Gran Turismo for the PS2. Yeah.
Best hint ever given. Best hint ever given.
Most controversial hint you ever given.
It's all one word, proper noun.
Staff serves a meal. I think we got all of our meals. I'm pretty confident that we banged all 5 of them out all of a sudden. I'm pretty confident on that one. I don't think it's going to wind up being grace or meal or staff. I mean, if they are, it's just going to be a happy accident. But I think I'm pretty confident those are the ones that you do. Christian Miller says, "Who is our leader, Corey?" Yeah, it's me. I'm trying to get a consensus of what chat is saying, and I'm picking the. We're not doing any versus ones right now. Dr. Bot, it's a phrase. 3 square meals a day. Yes, 3 square meals a day. Why is square meal? It's like I said, it's just 3 square meals a day, and a square meal is kind of like, well, ironically, I was gonna say well-rounded, but it's a square meal. It's really counterintuitive to why it's called. It's balanced. That's probably the better way to do it. Yeah. Amelia only eats meals in hedges. All right, I'm sure Mark both knew that and thought of that. So, holy cow, Mark is making up for his wavelength score. It's gonna be flipped now. I'm gonna do atrocious when it's my turn, and Mark is going to bang out 5 after 5 after 5. A square meal is well-rounded per the nutrition triangle. If it's well-rounded, why do they call it a square meal? Squares aren't round. To my knowledge. I could be wrong. I'm not a squareman. I don't know the best square shapes. Too many polygons? I agree. Square is a single polygon, that's too many. 3 square meals a day? It's too many. That's 3 too many. A square can be rounded. Now you're messing with me. You're actually gaslighting me now. Squares are round, I play Minecraft. You guys can't gaslight me into thinking squares are round. That's not going to happen, alright? I might be gullible, but I'm not that gullible that our freaking chat can gaslight me into thinking squares are round. Girl dinner is like 10 squares? Okay, well okay, then that makes sense. Squoval? No, it's not, squares are not squovals. No. Bro, it's definitely him says my dad said so. Oh, fuck, if he said it, it's gotta be true now. Oh my, I'm coming around. If bro is definitely him's dad said squares were round, dude, that says a lot.
Alright,
It's a new rendering engine, Corey.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna go for it, because I can at least loosely justify putting this hint down somewhat. It'll be a stretch, I don't think we're getting there, but your hint is going to be adventure capitalist for 4.
Whoa! Mark's, it's hedge! It is hedge! Because a hedge fund and because that Amelia eats her meals in a hedge! Oh my god! Show us hedge!
Locked in?
Locked in!
That is correct!
Holy shit, he did know that! That's crazy!
Now, I should say, do you know what adventure capitalist is?
So it's like that mobile game where you try and make as much money as possible while you're idling?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't want it to be confused with a venture capitalist, which is a real thing. That's what the game's
Oh, wait, that was a bit answer. That's actually correct?
Yeah. Adventure capitalist, not venture capitalist.
Holy shit. Holy shit. It's a mobile game, chat. It's an idle game. He's not talking about venture capitalism. He's talking about the fucking mobile game. Oh my god. Let's go with...
Yo, Amelia sent 5 goats. Thank you so much, Amelia.
I think America's pretty locked in. America, let's see it.
Locked in?
Yep, America.
Oh,
Ooh.
that is a red one.
Ooh.
That is a red one. That is
lag.
fine.
It's probably lag.
Time to reveal yet another red one. Let's reveal robot.
Robot. Not robot. Spec Facilier. Or IDK, it's Eleanor. It's not robot.
Let me Google something real quick.
Robot. Not robot! It's probably lag. That is probably true. Christy Miller, I don't know the game. It's okay. I mean, it's essentially venture capitalism, the game. So if you know things about venture capitalism, it's still gonna help you out here. Corey, your glasses are flipped horizontally. Please fix. What does that mean? Do you want me to like, do you want me to do this? Like, what? I don't know how I can solve this problem. Do you want me to do this? I can't solve this problem for you. Rom round is my favorite shape. No, that's turning it around. Wait, I don't know how to fix this for you. Parody, because it's a parody? Ooh, Bunny May. That's actually not a bad suggestion. I think somebody else might have said that earlier on too, but that's the first one. Parody, yeah. I think that is kind of a banger suggestion. It is a parody.
I'm going for it. This isn't the best in the world. There's something better, but I couldn't find it online. Papa's Bakeria for 3.
Whoa! It's another game. You played a lot of Papa's Bakeria.
I was a master at Papa's Bakeria. I was probably the best Papa's Bakeria player on the planet.
Push. Staff. Oh my god, Staff was also right because you hired Staff at Papa's Bakeria. Mark, show me Staff!
That is correct.
Holy shit, that makes sense too for Adventure Capitalist. That makes sense too.
Yeah, like I said, it was a loose connection, but I did connect all 4 with that one.
Man, lag. Is there change, push notifications? That is interesting. I wanna hold on to push. I'm not confident enough to say it, but I am confident enough to consider it. But lag, a lot of people wanted for Adventure Capitalists, so let's do lag.
That is correct.
Woo!
1 remaining. Only 3 red field agents on the board. Not bad at all. If you're not confident, you can pass if you're a little coward.
I like parody. I think parody is such a banger suggestion. Push notifications is good too. I do really like push notifications too, but I don't think you thought of that. I think you thought parody. So I see enough people in chat saying it. I'm gonna go parody.
Locked in?
I'm locked in.
That's a miss. Time to reveal the red one. Let's reveal push.
Oh, well, it's a good thing we went parody.
Yeah, it's a good thing we went parody. It's a good thing you went with parody.
It's a good thing we went
and
with parody.
Your final hint is going to be.
Let's see what it is. Come on.
Crap. Sorry, there's a little verbiage hiccup here.
Oh. What do you got for me? Exactly. At least it's not a red. At least it's not a red. At least it's not.
Yeah, just fall for 1.
Fall for 1. The autumn on the board. Brush, grace, wool, band, change, worm, drop. Oh, drop. Something falls. It's drop. Give me a drop, Mary.
That is correct.
Yay!
Very nice. Damn, that was a fast round. We ended up with 4 on the board, so it's just a 4. No spectacular score.
I dropped the ball on that for you.
But-
Those were some good clues.
Thank you. Drop was a really interesting one because I was going
that's the only one I don't get the logic behind. What's drop for?
dropped frames for some of the games. Was one of the ones. And like I said, it was a loose connection, but also if you want to get in, I know you don't really play either of the games. You kind of like drop the items in Papa's Bakeria when building the sandwich.
You don't know how many hours I have in Adventure Capitalist saying
Really?
I don't play. I play the shit out of Adventure Capitalist. I played a little bit of Papa's Bakeria too. I am a Gen Zer.
Okay. The whole thing is every time you restart, the price of the things drops.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it was, like I said, loose connection, but I was hopeful nonetheless. But yeah, that was a fast round. Very good guesses from everyone. Yo, K8 sent a squirrel and Tedo sent a heart. Mate, thank you so much. He's so smart. I was thinking they drop money. Yeah, there were a few like loose game connections. Like you also slash down angels in that game. They kind of drop. Like I said, loose. But it is now going to be Corey's turn to be the Spy Master. Oh, the score to beat. So the score to beat is always determined by how many red field agents remain off the board. I apologize, I cleared the board. I'm just going to cover a few of these. 4 red field agents found their way onto the board, meaning 4 minus 8, there are 8 red field agents, or sorry, 8 minus 4. 4 is how many remain off the board as well. So the score to beat is 4.
What's the assassin?
Who knows?
What? You do, hopefully.
It was Germany.
Oh no. I know of a pretty famous
Assassin from Germany.
assassin from Germany.
Wow. Alrighty, I am going to generate a new board for Corey. And I'm going to prep board 4. Press that up arrow to get back to the state that you recognize.
Okay.
And then you go over 1.
Bang!
Okay.
All right, swag.
That's good. I could risk seeing information.
Yeah,
New board! Let's get Dark Humor Monday. Was it O.J. Simpson?
No, you want to know what the really sad part about that joke was?
What?
That wasn't supposed to be a dark joke. It was just really bad. I thought Agent 47 was German, and I immediately realized as I was saying that he was not. And then I felt like an idiot, and I felt sad, so I said it quietly and hoped people would forget it. And then people thought I was making a different joke, and now I just feel shame.
Ich bin ein OJ. As he famously said. I also guessed the assassin Mozart. Forgot to look at the script. Yes, these are pre-recorded and scripted. So everyone who's commenting in chat knows who the assassin is. They're part of the script. They're all written in. You said fall for the final hint with Germany as the assassin. That's
a good point.
That wasn't the verbiage hiccup that I was thinking of, the fall of Germany or whatever you're going for. I was looking at grace, fall from grace, because you guys were considering grace earlier. But good thing you guys just went with the very logical, drop. Yo, 70,000 likes on TikTok. Holy moly. If we manage to get to 100,000 likes on TikTok, we'll be doing The Price is Wrong, which is our own custom minigame that we made ourselves that basically we guess the price of weird, strange Facebook Marketplace items.
All right. I think I got one.
When you said fall, I mean, let's say Germany because of the wall. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Just in case you told us to follow while I was gone, I'm following already. Thank you, Mitch. And you know, I actually didn't say it recently, so thanks for the reminder. Guys, if you are not currently following, unlike Mitch is already following, feel free to give us a follow. It really does help out the channel, allows us to keep playing these games with y'all. So, yo, Chelsea sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Chelsea. I refuse to follow, says A.
That's okay.
That's pretty impressive considering you're a regular.
If you got the meep next to your name, you don't have to follow. That's fine.
Yo, Bunny May sent a heart me. Holy moly, thank you so much.
All right, erase the tally.
Are they actually?
He's actually not. Oh, no, he is.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say, wow, it wasn't a bit.
Not following BOARDGAMES, I see.
I'll unfollow and follow again. You know, I don't know if it helps, but
It can't hurt, surely.
my dad always told me to lead, not follow.
Amen. All right, I got the clue for you.
Spit.
Backpacker for 4.
Backpacker for 4.
Uh-huh.
This is an interesting one. I actually don't see any immediate ones. I also saw feudalism say, finally I'm on the board.
Mozart sent a, Mary sent a goat.
Maybe we set the goat. Let's see. So I saw jurors said plan, which plan was actually the first thing that I thought of, but I'm not positive that makes sense because you just plan if you're a backpacker. You plan for the trip. Japan, you can backpack across Japan. I don't know if it's known for it. Zen might actually be a good one for this. Zen's always a really hard one to connect, but Zen backpacker makes sense. Battery, midsummer. Why is that damn word still on the board? I thought I got rid of that one.
I ask you that every day. Why does it show up so often, too?
All right, Corey, show me plan. I'm gonna go with it. That's the only one I'm coming.
Plan!
Woo! Let's go. Very nice.
Love it
Very
when a plan
nice.
comes together.
That is 1 out of our 9 field
Nice.
agents discovered. All right. Drip, as in sweat.
Got that backpacker drip.
Canned food, maybe. Mooch, because you might not have love money as a backpacker. I'm not convinced. Right now, I'm leaning towards Zen, but I don't see many people seeing it, because Zen's always so hard to connect. Midsummer. Whatever, get off the board. Show me midsummer. Because you backpack in the middle of summer.
Do you? I feel like that's the worst time to backpack. I don't get that one.
I think it's a fun time to backpack. It's nice out.
I don't.
Why would it be midsummer? You know.
I don't know.
Now that you're saying, I saw other people saying midsummer.
Maybe they know something I don't. But midsummer, I wouldn't say that's a backpacking time.
Never go to midsummer.
It's true.
Okay, all right. They pack cans of food. All right, we're looking at cans and Zen and drip because they're dripped out. Show me a red one.
Red one. Let's get rid of hut.
Hut. Oh no! When you backpack to the hut. I tried to send it before you said it, Mark. I apologize. All right, no more midsummer. Board guys, kind of a pen and paper. I need to make a note to take midsummer off this damn list.
Midsummer.
Soul, it's like a soul journey. Thank you. All right, the kill list is going to be
What?
midsummer. Is there another one I wanted to make a note of too to remove? Oh, oh yeah, the B word. Not the insult, the one you can't say on TikTok because it explodes. All right. Noted. It will be updated and fixed.
Oh. Wait, this might. Wait, his writing is fire?
Mark having a kill list seems on brand. Listen.
Now, I'm gonna have to rely on chat for this one. And you're gonna see why I'm gonna have to rely on chat for this one when I reveal this word to you.
Okay. The kill list, it's a show in the UK about mysterious deaths. Really, kill list. That's interesting. Sounds like a show I would happily watch if it was on somebody else's TV.
Now, chat, I'm gonna reveal this one to you. Do me a favor, chat, because you like me and you like Mark so much. Do me a favor, all right? With one of these words, don't say why it's the answer. Just say the answer. Jimmy McGill for 3.
Oh, okay. All right. It's a Breaking Bad thing.
Jimmy McGill.
Guys, what is the one thing that all of us know about Better Call Saul, Jimmy McGill? He's dripped the fuck out. It's drip, right? He got the drip.
No.
Mooch makes sense. Is Lawyer on the board? Yeah. All right, show me Lawyer first.
Lawyer. Man.
Woo! Very nice. Better Call Saul. Mooch. Mooch kind of makes sense. I told you, backpack for Lawyer. Called Lawyer. You know what? All backpackers are lawyers. Microscope, engine, battery, cowboy.
Cowboy.
That is my husband's name, and he gets that referenced all the time.
Wait, is your husband actually named Jimmy McGill, or is it just Jimmy? Because if it's Jimmy McGill, that's
Contract?
Tough.
Ooh, contract.
That's tough.
Sure, contract.
So contract.
Oh, I was pretty confident about that one. Phoenix, because it takes place in the desert. That makes sense. Is Phoenix on this board? Oh, yeah.
No, it's you. You haven't watched the show, so you can't correct me. Yes.
I was reading comments.
I know.
Well, why are you yelling at me, man?
Because you read it out.
Chat, remember Forey? Seems like ages ago.
Talking about her husband.
Oh.
Her husband.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were correcting me.
Yeah, correct
Never
her.
correct me again.
Correct her on her
Courthouse.
husband's name.
Oh, please.
Change it. Right now. Go to the courthouse. Change it.
Well, that's enough of that. All right, what are we missing? What are we missing? We're
Let's get rid of red one. Yeah.
Yep,
Let's
yep.
get rid of. Man, you really had to guess 2 red ones back to back, huh? Didn't you? It's crazy, man.
I think Mooch is a solid one for Jimmy McGill.
I'm gonna get rid of engine.
James Hank.
Engine.
Battery. I'm also leaning towards battery. I think that makes sense for the backpacking one as well. Zen, because he lives in a spa, right? So he live in a massage place, so that's very zen. Soul can marry. Yeah, there are no people saying, I watch the show, it has to be this. So I wasn't super confident. Maybe somebody gave the right answer, the one that I guess is some spoiler that you don't want me to know.
It's true. It's true. You might know it. You might know it. I don't know how exposed to Better Call Saul you've been.
Oh, wait, wasn't there that arc where Jimmy establishes feudalism in post-war Japan?
Yeah, he was also a cowboy.
He dressed up as a cowboy and reintroduced feudalism.
That's...
Why didn't you go with my dad?
I should have. Should have went with your dad.
I forgot. Dad's not on the list. I'm gonna add an unkill list. I'm gonna put Dad there because Mom's on the board, or it's on the list. Dad should be too.
You're gonna add Dad to the unkill list?
To the unkill.
Thanks, man.
I need a moment.
All right.
What was the hint? The previous hint were Backpacker. We're missing 3 from Backpacker, and Jimmy McGill from Better Call Saul. We're missing 2 from that one. Lots to think about. Are these dad jokes? In a sense.
In a cosmic sense.
Remember the secret password he always said? Yes, and the backpacker password. There's a little troll at the bottom of the mountain that says, you must give me the backpacker password to backpack up this mountain.
That sounds like a fucking I think you should leave bit. I told you it was gonna be flipped. I told you I was gonna give shit hints for code names. Corey, what is on your hat? It says Greece. Greece, because it's the name of where I got this hat was in Greece.
Oh, I'll go on a little tangent while you're thinking of a new hint.
Please
for
do.
us.
This one's really tough.
Speaking of Greece, when we were doing Wavelength, one of our last cards, I think the last card was Good Investment, Bad Investment, or second to last card, and I need to give you all the investment opportunity of the century. Okay, which is this investment I've been preaching for years. BoardGo says it's a bad idea, but I think it's a great idea. I think everyone should invest $1 in stock in Topps Shipping Company. Okay.
This was my idea, and I told you it was bad.
No, I'm pretty sure it's my idea. Was it yours?
Was it?
Anyway,
I found it. You told me to invest in it.
Okay, all right. Why Topps Shipping Company? Why is that the investment of the century? Well, it is a shipping company based out of Greece. That when Greece's economy went down, they completely failed as well, and their stock I think is selling at like 5 cents or something.
Oh, way less than that.
Okay, at the time it would have been like 5 cents. You could get a lot of stock for $1, and it used to be worth, if you follow the chart back, it used to be worth like $1 billion per stock. Okay. I don't know what this is.
That's the chart.
This is the chart. I don't know how to read this. BoardGhost knows what all of this means.
It goes down.
It goes down. It goes
Chart go
down.
down.
So my suggestion: buy $1 and wait for the UN to bail out Greece and have a full economic resurgence. And what's going to be the first thing to come back on the resurgence? The shipping companies. They're doing trade. It'll go all the way back up from 5 cents to like 3.4 billion. And anyone who listens to my advice, you'll be multi-billionaires.
Sure, man. Yep. Man, there is one specific word on this board that's kind of driving me crazy.
YouTube is Team Red. Yeah, Corey's just playing for YouTube.
I'm playing for YouTube, man. I'm playing for YouTube.
Which shipping company? Topps. They're publicly traded as Topps. I don't know what their real name is.
I'm gonna have to do this.
Can you put that in the Discord? Love that for us. Yeah, we're all gonna be billionaires.
And we're all gonna have cool hats.
Any day now. Not a day trader, but I believe down is bad.
Chad, I'm gonna give you a twofer. I'm gonna give you a twofer for this one. Give you a suck for 2.
Suck.
This is not a good one, but it's the best I can do. Suck for 2.
You could suck a can. Suck soup right out of the can. Soul. Why soul? Your soul sucks? Bat? Oh, bat. Ah, bat. And mooch. Oh yeah, we've been talking about mooch a lot. They suck. They suck the life out of you. Show me mooch.
Mooch.
Woo! Let's go. And then bats do be sucking. Soul sucker. Soul with Saul again, with the Saul Goodman hint. Do you want to consider some backpack ones, maybe? Personally, I like bat, but he said this wasn't good, so maybe it's not bat. Maybe it's soul sucker.
Hey, don't listen to me, man.
Fine, show me bat.
No way, I said don't listen to me. I said don't listen. That's fine, I'll show you bat.
Woo! Let's go. That is 4 out of our 9 field age discovered. Let's do another one for backpacker. Can. Show me can. Can do attitude. Only a miss. Only a miss. Not bad.
I'm gonna have a conversation about this round after it's over. I can't say anything right now. I can't say anything, but I'm gonna have a word with you. I'm gonna have a word with you after this round is over. Yeah. You specifically. I'm gonna have a word
for
with
backpacker? Are you mad at me for backpacker?
No. I can't. If I speak, I will be in trouble. I'm gonna get rid of Palace.
Guys, okay, when you go backpacking, you're out in nature, you're out in the wilderness. What is the one thing you will find every time you go to remote wilderness? Leprechauns. We could consider it. That's where they be lurking. They've stored their gold. They used to be under rainbows, but they realized that was not financially secure. So they moved their pots deep into the national parks of America. Every time somebody goes missing in a national park is because the leprechauns got them. Or the gold is too heavy to move, so they're stuck in the woods trying to like drag it out. Mark, what? This is called me stalling, as Corey gives a hint. It's true. Zen for backpacking. I'm leaning towards Zen. It's Death Phoenix. Phoenix makes a whole lot of sense for Jimmy McGill. Also Japan for backpacking. Is Japan notable for their backpacking? Like, is that like a known thing that happens in Japan? Last time I went missing was a leprechaun. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you got better. Mark, I don't mean to alarm you, but Buff Garfield is literally behind you right now. You know, I never know what they... Like, do you mean Buff Garfield is on the Patreon board? Because they are behind me. But more notably, the thing that's behind me is Bob Ross. Is Buff Garfield actually Bob Ross?
That would make sense. All right, don't look at my board.
Mystique says, gonna go pick up dinner night. See you tomorrow. Good night, Mystique. Hope you have a nice dinner.
I'm gonna cry. Good night, Mystique. Have a good dinner. I'm gonna cry.
Alston says, why Phoenix for Jimmy McGill? Because he rises from the ashes with each failure. No, it's because the show takes place eventually. Breaking Bad is in some desert, Nevada, which is close to Phoenix. Does it take place in Arizona?
Nope.
Where's New Mexico?
New Mexico.
New Mexico!
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Notable Albuquerque, New Mexico in Phoenix. You know, yeah, that was a notable part of that show, wasn't it? Maybe it's not Phoenix. Maybe it's not Phoenix. Austin, you've made a solid counter argument.
Oh, fuck, I hate this board so much, man. This board has been designed solely to piss me off.
Jimmy McGill is the new Jesus. Yes, yes. Every time he dies, he rises back.
Oh my god.
And also, he's dripped out. He's dripped TF out.
Oh my god, I don't know enough. I don't know enough.
He died for our sins, man.
All right. I gotta go with this. I gotta go with this. I don't think this is good, but I gotta go with it. I don't have a choice. I don't want to take any longer. Take it too freaking long already, man. Stalling out of my mind over here.
Drip is seriously the answer now, knowing Corey. His colorful suits considered. What does Zen mean? English, not my mother tongue, so I can't connect with anything I know. So Zen is, think like meditation, being at peace. Stillness, happiness, a sense of calm would be a sense of Zen.
Vacation for 3.
Vacation for 3. It's definitely Zen. It's definitely Zen, right? You feeling Zen on vacation? Do you want to go to Japan first because you could get vacation in Japan? I'm not gonna lock in. Japan, Phoenix, Zen, All right, guys. I think it's Zen. Corey, show me Zen. He's doing a bit. No, he's not doing a bit.
No, I'm not doing a bit. I'm not doing a bit. I will explain when this board is over. This fucking word has plagued me since the beginning. And it's finally gone.
Zen.
It's finally gone. Thank God.
I give so much weight to Zen because I know how hard it is to connect.
I know, but I mean,
Fight for my life out here.
oh my God. Oh my God. Well, I gotta get rid of one.
Mark, stop throwing. Vacations are not Zen.
I'm gonna get rid of Leprechaun.
No!
Fucking killed him.
Yo, Mike, he killed the leprechaun!
All right.
So far, YouTube's winning still, but big comeback, big comeback.
All right. Now that I got rid of that shit.
Soul, goddammit. I don't know. I'm not convinced. Guys, I don't think I shoulder all the blame for this one. Maybe a little.
Oh God, that's horrible. That's atrocious. This is some of my worst This is one of my worst performances. Some of my worst handwriting.
Mark, say mass or backpack. Okay, but Olive T, you have to understand, I have you demanding mass. I have other people demanding soul.
Buddhism for infinite.
Soul. Corey, show me soul.
It's soul! Do you know how hard it is to relate soul to anything when Zen is on the board? Do you know how hard that is?
Japan.
For the record, it was not Better Call Saul. For the record,
Better Call Saul.
it was not that. For the record.
Woo! Let's go. Poll. Dream, marry, vacation, marry. Dream, vacation. It's cowboy. Okay, but we had it either way. Japan. Corey, show me Japan.
Yeah!
Let's go! That is now 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered. What's this game called? It's called Codenames.
Codenames.
Okay, let's see. Had lots of people saying Japan. Dream, as in dream vacation. If we guess wrong, we lose? Really?
Nope. If you guess a red, you lose.
Okay,
If you
all
guess
right.
a red, you lose.
What are the odds of that? Corey, show me dream.
Man!
Woo, let's go! That is 7. 7 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Guys, we're still taking drip. Jimmy got the drip. Jimmy McGill absolutely dripped out. Have Backpacker, their backpack got the drip. Phoenix, maybe, because Buddhism. Okay, hear me out. Buddhism, reincarnation. Phoenix, rebirth. Connection there. Phoenix, mass. Okay, wait. Somebody was screaming mass before. Sorry, I forgot the person saying mass the whole time. Do people like mass? It's connected. Battery for backpack. Triangle. Phoenix. I don't see anyone saying mass. Because somebody was in here saying, you better damn say mass for backpack. But now I don't see him. Not mass. Pass. Just 2 clues left. Poll, please. Sure. We'll do a poll.
Poll time. Okay, YouTube. Unless you want to do it. Actually, I don't have YouTube. I can't put a poll on YouTube currently. It's not letting me.
All right, your options are going to be mass. Is going to be drip. It is going to be battery. And then the final one will be pass. If you wanted one that is not on this board, then just vote pass, okay? All right, I can only do 4. These are your options. The poll has started. What?
Pass. Just actual pass. Pass is not on this board, I don't think. Unless I've missed it this
It is
entire
not.
time.
Mass people, gathering of people. A win is a win, and a loss is not a win.
Sure.
That's fair. So far, pass is winning. No Phoenix, LMAO. Okay, like I said, if the one you wanted is on the board, there's a lot of options that people felt passionately about. If it's not on the board, just vote pass.
Votes for pass on YouTube.
Pass the turn, yes. Cowboy isn't even on the poll, TF. Bunny Man. I'm sorry. People were fighting viciously for so many of these cards. Like you can't blame me when people have been passionate about
People are gonna have a lot to say when this is over.
I know.
I have a lot to say when this is over. This has been a tough. I'm not kidding you. This is one of the tougher boards that I've been given.
Okay, pass is the winner. Pass is the winner. So reveal of red one. I hope you understand that I'm not trying to throw. It's just I see people passionately arguing for very different words.
I'm gonna get rid of password.
Okay. All right. Jimmy McGill did not know the password.
Jimmy McGill did not know the password. Now how do I connect these last two?
Poll is over.
Poll is over.
It won by such a margin. It was a landslide in favor of pass.
Let me think. Give me a second to connect these two together.
Batteries on there. Phoenix, do another bowl. No, we're passing. Okay, we're gonna get the final ones by interpreting Corey's hints. He only has to connect two. Famous last words.
Famous last
Only
words.
two.
Only two.
I understand. Trying to delete some of these old polls. TikTok's really weird. It logs your old polls, but only logs 30 of them and doesn't auto delete like the last one. It'll just say you can't do another poll. You can't create a new poll. You're out of polls. I'm like, well then just delete the first one. Why is that not an option? Now I have to go through and delete these all by hand.
Oh, you know what? Hold up.
I'm so
I
scared.
actually have it. This is the winning line.
I am also scared, Chrissy.
This is actually the winning line. I'm so smart. I'm so smart and genius. I'm so good at this game.
Do Buddhists have something like a religious mass? Oh, because Christians have mass, but I don't think that's a term applied for Buddhism. I think that's Christianity.
Backpacker for two.
Shut the fuck up. Chat, is he cooking? Is he cooking? Redemption clue, backpacker for two. He's not.
What the fuck?
Battery,
what the fuck?
Phoenix, and battery
What
Corey
the
throwing.
fuck?
People like battery. Bermuda Triangle, like the Bermuda Triangle. Why would you backpack in the ocean?
I can't believe chat. That telling me I'm not cooking. I'm cooking.
Show me battery.
Battery.
Woo! Very nice. That is 8 discovered. One left. Phoenix is the popular answer. Well, Bunny May, were you fighting for Phoenix? Was that what Bunny May was going for? Phoenix. Dr. Celia says triangle. Why on earth would it be triangle?
Lil, I do remember I already said that one. I do remember that.
F mass. Are you saying F mass is screw mass, or are you trying to say deaf mass and you forgot the D? Is that allowed? I don't actually know.
I don't know the legality of this. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Guys, triangle doesn't make any sense.
I'm so sad. I'm being let down so much right now. I'm so tragic.
Feudalism, Phoenix. Yeah, what happens is when I'm not guessing, the mass enjoyers come out saying, it's mass for backpack, it's mass. And then we got the damn clue back again, and then the mass enjoyers are silent. It's nothing. How could I reasonably say mass?
I can't comment on that. I can't comment on that.
Phoenix. I'm seeing so many Phoenixes. I have to go to Corey. Show me Phoenix.
Why, Phoenix? Why? What clue have I given? What clue made them think Phoenix at all? Nothing I have said has related to Phoenix. It's you and your damn fucking Jimmy McGill and Phoenix that tainted this fucking chat.
Go backpacking in Phoenix.
Why would it be backpack? Nothing I said in this entire game had anything to do. You want to know why I said backpacker? Because there were 2 clues this entire game. Every time backpacker came up, they go, it's battery, it's battery, it's mass, it's mass, it's battery, it's mass, it's mass. Those weren't the original one for backpacker, but every time this clue came up afterwards, it's mass, it's battery, it's mass, and then I give the clue backpacker for 2. Phoenix. Phoenix.
mark through.
Why?
Okay. Whoever it was who was strategically waiting to say it's mass and battery in between rounds.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Gosh, how Corey, we're with you. And all the mass enjoyers suddenly reappear now that it is not time for me to guess.
And you know what? I have to give you some shade too. Okay, I had Soul and Zen on this board, and for the longest time, I couldn't figure out how to give a hint for Soul when Zen is on the board. And they go, "Oh, it's perfect. Suck, because bats suck blood, and soul sucking is like a big thing in fantasy." And chat spamming Soul. I'm saying Soul, go down in chat and go, "Ah yes, Mooch. Give me Mooch," which also happened to be right, but for a different clue.
I mean, people are also saying Mooch for Backpacker and Jimmy McGill, so even though, like, look, in a vacuum, I would have gone with Soul first.
Yeah, that's
in a
fair.
vacuum, but I
That's
had
fair.
that other things to consider.
It was so tragic because I'm like, I've done it. I've finally gotten rid of Soul, and I can actually go back because I had one set up for the 5 remaining, so I could have just sweep them all out in one. That's why I was struggling so much because I was trying to get rid of Soul before I just sweep the final 5, and then you hit Mooch instead and completely killed everything I was setting up and forced me to panic for the next 20 minutes. Oh.
That Mark impersonation, LMAO.
Oh my god.
What was Mooch originally for? What were they-
Backpacker.
Really?
Because there's a big problem in a lot of European companies or countries where kids will go and they'll backpack, but they won't bring any money, and they'll just panhandle their entire way through their backpacking trip.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow. Okay. I gotta know, what were the ones for Jimmy McGill?
Jimmy McGill, it was lawyer. I tried to get rid of Mooch again for Jimmy McGill. Mm-hmm. And then the third one, which is the one that I didn't want chat to explain why this is the one, was battery.
Oh, okay, I know that.
Do you know why? Okay, so then yeah, you get it.
Okay.
The contract, that one I'll admit, I probably should have thought about that one a little harder, but what are you gonna do?
It happens. Well, that is a loss. Unfortunate. No score at all to update. As Dr. Chilier says, a fitting end. Yeah, what was
Fitting
Drip?
end. Drip? Oh, it was just a miss. I wasn't really that stressed about Drip. I was like, if they say Drip, it's fine.
Still think it's Triangle. Golly.
I'm gonna go take a freaking bubble bath.
Jesus
dude.
Christ. Well, I think that was the perfect game to end stream.
Get me out.
After...
Let me go.
You did predict this. You did
I
predict
did
this.
predict this. I did say, after landing like 12 or more 4s today, I was going to fuck up Codenames. I need to redeem myself in Codenames tomorrow.
I'm sorry. One more crash out. I'm sorry, everyone. But we will be back tomorrow. If you want to see more, we'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m.
Godspeed.
London time. But that is all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much, everyone who stopped out. Really appreciate you.
From Flory to Flory.
Big Titty Lover and Haver sent 2 roses. Thank you so much. Have a nice night. Goodbye.